As the snow melts and the spring weather brings the life back to eastern Idaho, the baseball and softball teams in red and black take the field, hoping to rejuvenate their chances of a state championship. The seeds of success were planted last year. Likewise, the coaches begin taking the time to groom their athletes into the champions they could become. Spring in Caribou County is here, and so are the diamonds in the rough. Welcome to Cardinal Baseball and Softball on KBRV The Bear, where the voice of Caribou County, Caleb Burgraff, walks you through the field of talented youth all season long over the air and on the web at mylocalradio.com. This season of Cardinal Athletics is brought to you by Monsanto, Silver Star Communications, Hunsaker Ford, and by Cook Brothers Broadcasting. Now let's head to the field as the Redbirds look to take flight and earn a spot in this year's championships on your home for Caribou County and Soda Springs Athletics, KBRV 800 AM, and online at mylocalradio.com.
And as the warm-ups for the Lady Cardinals wrap up, we welcome you to the home of the District 5 Championships here in Montpelier, Idaho, as the Soda Springs Cardinals into the losers bracket alongside the Westside Pirates, who both lost by 4 runs in their opening round games. The Pirates a 13-9 loss to the Malad Dragons, and the Cardinals a 4-0 loss to the Bear Lake Bears, who are the host team for this year's championships. Today, they face off in game number 1 of the day for each of these two teams, game number 3 overall, with the winner moving on to take on the loser of Malad and Bear Lake, being played over to the third base side here in Montpelier, Idaho. I'm Caleb Burgraff. We have a fantastic game lined up and ready for you to enjoy over the airwaves on KBRV The Co-op and online at mylocalradio.com. But before we get too far, let's jump into the rest of our pregame show as we'll take a quick break, come back with Gabe Young, our standout student, a young freshman at Soda Springs High School, here on your home for Cardinal Athletics.
This presentation of Caribou County Athletics is being brought to you by State Farm Insurance of Montpelier, Idaho. State Farm is here to help life go right. Call Scott at 208-847-0141 for personal service.
Let technology make life a little easier and give you peace of mind about your home. With affordable security and smart home options, SilverStar makes it easy to take the first step. Keep an eye on what's important to you and be able to act before an incident becomes an emergency. You're in good hands when you choose SilverStar. We've been bringing cutting-edge technology and star treatment customer service to Eastern Idaho and Western Wyoming for nearly 70 years. Call us today and ask about our starter security and smart home packages.
This presentation of Caribou County Athletics is being brought to you by Ricky Wood and Gate City Real Estate. Call Ricky today at 208-547-7012 and let her help you find your way home.
If you're looking for live local sports, local news, weather, live classifieds, and free photo downloads, search no more. MyLocalRadio.com has what you want. Watch your teams live or browse the tens of thousands of photographs of Wyoming, Utah, and Idaho high school events, from speech and drama competitions, rodeo, an array of different athletics, activities, community events, and so much more. Visit MyLocalRadio.com today and find what you're looking for.
Caleb Burgraff joined here with Gabe Young, who is a freshman at Soda Springs High School. And Gabe, first year of high school, what's the year been like for you?
It was pretty good. We had some up and downs as our class, but we figured it out and went through it pretty good.
What are some of the biggest differences that you found when you got to high school from middle school? Is there anything that really jumped out at you as changes?
I didn't think it was going to be such as a big of deal, but we have more people in different classes other than our actual 2020 class.
Talking about the classes, what are some classes that you enjoyed getting into? Are there any subjects that you really thrived in this year?
I've liked science with Mr. Jensen quite a bit. It's been pretty good. It's been tough, but it's been pretty good.
Has that been one of your favorite subjects throughout your life, or are there any other subjects that, even though you didn't take them this year, you'd really like to get back into?
I've always liked math a little bit, and I've always been okay at it.
I know there's plenty of math teachers here at the high school that are definitely have been tossed out as some of the better teachers in the high school as well. And speaking of teachers, I know you've only had a year here, but any teachers that have stood out to you alongside Jensen?
I've really liked Thompson, how she's always put her effort forward to help us and understand us.
Does that make it better when the teacher really works with you guys on your level, and especially when you're new to a school or new to a level of school and trying to fit in?
Yes, I think it does.
What are other things that you look for in a teacher? If you could make a teacher to the point where you'd be really comfortable and have the best learning environment, what makes the best teacher for you?
If they can relate to us and understand how we think and act.
You also said you're going to be pretty busy next year because you're going to be doing basketball and cross country, and you did basketball last year. What made you want to be in athletics at the high school level?
I've always liked to play basketball, and I've played it with a whole bunch of high schoolers, so they wanted me to play, so I played with them, and I've had some pretty fun playing with them.
When you think about cross country, what made you want to try that out next year?
My family's always ran cross country, so my dad made me go on a run with him a few times, so I had some pretty fun with that, and we started running together.
It's always, and it always adds to the experience and gets you a little bit more comfortable with some of the other kids you're going to be around as well when you're doing athletics. Are you excited about your sophomore year coming up?
Yeah, I'm really excited. It's one year that I can do all my athletics that I want, and I can get some harder classes out of the way.
When you think about that, are you excited for the harder classes, or is that something you're a little bit nervous about as well?
I'm a little bit nervous, but I'm excited to see how they work out and turn up.
Is there a class you're most looking forward to next year now that you got your schedule?
I'm kind of looking forward to biology. With Horsley or Jensen, I don't care.
Other freshmen coming in behind you, what would you tell them to make their life a little bit easier here at Soda Springs High School?
Just do what you're told and listen to the upper class.
Always helps. We appreciate you chatting with us, Gabe, and congratulations on being a standout student.
This presentation of Caribou County Athletics is being brought to you by Arctic Circle of Soda Springs, where you can get burgers made from premium Black Angus beef, as well as fries and onion rings with their delicious fry sauce. Be sure to top it all off with a soft serve cone piled high and dipped with their delicious chocolate topping.
Get it to go at Patterson Quick Stop in Soda Springs and Patterson Easy Way in Grace, Idaho. From pizza to potato wedges, from burritos to the jalapeno-flavored corn dogs, from candy, clothing, car accessories, and fountain drinks, convenience is fun. And Patterson Quick Stop and Patterson Easy Way help to fill your needs conveniently. They have something for everyone. Food, fuel, and fun at Patterson Quick Stop in Soda Springs and Patterson Easy Way in Grace. Right here, right now.
Caribou County Athletics on KBRV are brought to you by Bear Lake Dental, where their commitment is to provide you with the highest standard of personalized dental care in a gentle, efficient, and professional manner. Call 208-847-0153 to schedule your appointment with Bear Lake Dental.
Whether it's warm outside and you need an air conditioning system, or cold outside and you need a new natural gas furnace, Reed's Plumbing and Heating has what you need to keep your family comfortable, and there's never been a better time to convert to natural gas. With great service and expertise, Reed's is your all-weather friend in southeastern Idaho. Call us today, 208-547-4466, and we'll get right to work making your home comfortable and cozy. That's Reed's Plumbing and Heating at 208-547-4466. Natural gas, it's worth asking for.
This production of Caribou County Athletics is being brought to you by London Drug and Grace, your good neighbor pharmacy, locally owned, locally loved.
Caleb Burgraff with Morgan Wood, one of the freshmen for the Soda Springs softball team, and one of the freshmen who had a fantastic game yesterday, a spectacular defensive play as well as some fantastic base running. And Morgan, first of all, what type of confidence did you guys get from that game? Obviously a loss, but being able to shut them out other than one inning had to feel good out there on the field.
Our defense was amazing. I was really proud of us. If we can just find a happy medium of our defense and our offense, then I think we could beat them without question.
When you think about it, you also were able to limit the pitch count that Hallie Evans was able to get up to. She threw under 80 pitches in that game. Does that help going into a tournament like this, especially when you have the chance of 2 games today?
I think it helps our team with confidence because we know that we can help out our pitcher and our team.
When you think about going into the games today, you guys are going to take on the Westside Pirates, and obviously there's probably a little bit of bitterness from the last time around against that team with the situation that was around it. Is it nice to get that second chance against them, though? Is it this close to that game?
Oh, yeah. I think this time we can beat them this time because we've been focusing on all our flaws and we've been working hard on fixing them, and I think if we just keep our heads up and don't worry about our flaws, then we can beat them.
You had offensive success yesterday. You went 1 for 1 with a pair of walks and some stolen bases. But it wasn't just you. The whole team really had that success of getting on base. Unfortunately, you weren't able to finish it off. What do you think it's going to take to finish off some of the rallies that you were starting?
I think we just need to finish out with our bats. Everybody got on base a lot yesterday. We just couldn't finish it out for some reason. But I think today we're all going to work hard on stealing bases and leading off big and being smart base runners.
You guys are very young this year going into the season. A lot of freshmen, sophomores, and juniors on the team. But you're a little bit younger now with Ali Schwartz unfortunately being out with the illness. How does that take the pressure of this game, and does that alleviate a little bit of it, knowing that you guys are young and the 4 seed going in?
Yeah, I think it helps me a lot personally, knowing that we're young and we still have lots of good players that we can finish off my 4 years left of high school with.
When you look at Westside, to really focus on today's game, what are the things that they do that you guys need to be able to handle, whether it's offensively or defensively?
Westside have been able to hit the ball and place it into gaps, and we need to be prepared and be able to run and just give it our all to catch those balls in the gaps.
To wrap it up, now that you guys are a little bit further into the district tournament, we asked this question to some of the track people, some of the baseball people. Did you feel a change in the atmosphere at districts in that first game, and now that you're used to it, do you think you'll be a little bit more ready for it?
Yeah, it was really weird for me personally going from, oh, this is just a game to this determines how we're going to do in districts and determines if we'll go to state.
Well, this second game should hopefully be a little bit more relaxed for you guys, and we'll hopefully watch you guys come away with the win and be able to earn that game in the afternoon session.
That was Morgan Wood, the freshman, joining us, one of several freshmen on the Lady Cardinals, as we get set for first pitch as the Soda Springs Cardinals and the Westside Lady Pirates getting set to match up against each other. And the Cardinals, as the road team, will be taken to the bats first. We'll get the full lineups to you as we move on in this inning, but Taylor Myers leads off, and the first pitch hits her on the left elbow, and Myers is on to first base, and the Soda Springs Cardinals get off to the right start with a runner on the base paths as Brittany Becksped, the starting pitcher for the Lady Pirates, is going to have to deal with a runner on base right away. Myers is the catcher for the Lady Cardinals, and they are going to let her keep running as they check and make sure she's okay. The rest of the lineup in the field behind Beckstead. Her catcher is Jessica Ravston. The infield is Chadley Hedworth at first base, Cambry Robinson at second. The third baseman is Mari Wade, and Josie Maheel will be roving at short as a pitch for a strike is delivered through the zone. And a stolen base is also given to Taylor Myers, as that is a MySpace storage stolen base, swiping it ahead. And Cheyenne Daniels working in the right-handed batter's box down to the count 0-1 with nobody out in the top of the first. Shows bunt and bunts it foul as the count goes to 0-2. The outfield, by the way, for the Westside Pirates looks like this. Left field is Grace Montez. Right field is Kelsey Moyle, and patrolling center is Cassidy Chug. That wraps up your starting 9 for the Lady Pirates, who are wearing their maroon pants, white jersey fronts with maroon backs and white numbers on the back, and maroon numbers and Lady Pirates written across the front of the jerseys. Visors spread out around the players as well, as it is a bright day and a nice and sunshiny atmosphere for this matchup between the Cardinals and the Pirates. Number 3 on the season as the ball gets away from the catcher, and it moves up another 60 feet of base paths for Taylor Myers as she gets herself to third base. Nobody out, 1-2 count facing Cheyenne Daniels, and the pitch swung on, laced foul through the legs of Coach Schwanevelt, who dodges out of the way, and the count stays at 1-2, and she'll see another pitch. Beckstead's been the pitcher of record all 3 times for the Lady Pirates against the Cardinals as far as starters are concerned. As the ball lifted into left field, that's going to drop down for a base hit. It's mishandled by Montez, but she quickly recovers as she gets it back in. But the Cardinals get a early run as an RBI single for Cheyenne Daniels has them onto the board. They lead 1-0 already against the Westside Pirates. They did the same thing against them at Soda Springs and jumped out early in that game, as Haley Ledbetter steps into the plate, and a first pitch strike is delivered to Ledbetter, and the count goes to 0-1. Just 7 pitches into this game as Myers was hit by a pitch, a single by the Cardinals, got them on the board, and now Ledbetter trying to keep it going in the number 3 spot, puts a bunt down. That rolls into the batter's box, and they'll say a foul ball, as that caught a cleat mark and ended up kicking the wrong way for the Cardinals, and it goes to a 0-2 count against Ledbetter. Daniels still off of first base. Behind Ledbetter, Cheyenne Dominguez is the designated player. Cooper Evans and Morgan Wood round out the next three. Hallie Evans, Allie Schwartz, and Haley Downs are the final three in the order for the Lady Cardinals as a pitch just a bit high. Misses, and the count goes to 1-2. Soda Springs looking to win their first game in the district tournament in some time. Last year it was Westside who knocked them out as well in a tight battle between the two sides. The ball popped up to the right side. Chadley Hedworth puts it away with one hand, and the pop out is out number one in this inning as the count will reset and brings up Cheyenne Dominguez. Dominguez reached base every time yesterday against the Bear Lake Bears. Had a single, and then on base on a fielder's choice as well as getting a free pass. Right-handed batter looks out in the first pitch. Another strike down the middle, and right now after hitting the first batter of the game, Brittany Beckstead in the circle starting to find that confidence and find that strike zone again early on in at bats. As another pitch just missing, and the count goes to 1-1. Cooper Evans awaits on deck. Of course, the freshman back into the lineup for the first time in several days yesterday, or several weeks yesterday, as the ball popped up and fouled back to the netting. Over to the field to our right. That will roll along the netting and away from this one. Count goes to 1-2. 3 straight 1-2 counts for Brittany Beckstead after hitting the first batter of the game. So 1-run lead for the Cardinals on the Caribou Memorial Hospital scoreboard. That run is brought to you by Ricky Wood and Gate City Real Estate as another ball fouled off by Dominguez. Talking about Dominguez, she is one of those who really has that ability to make contact with anything as it comes towards the plate, and that's one of the reasons why she's that designated player. As the pitch swung on, that's lifted into shallow left field, and that's going to drop in fair territory. It's near third base, so everyone has to hold where they're at, but it's a one-out single that continues the rally for the Cardinals and puts runners on first and second for Soda Springs as they put their second hit onto the board against Brittany Beckstead in the early going. And that does bring up Cooper Evans, right-handed batter for the Cardinals. Young freshman, 1 of 2 in the starting lineup as she takes a pitch for a strike and is behind in the count early, 0-1. Yesterday, Evans was 0 for 2, was hit by a pitch. Almost every Cardinal got on base yesterday as a pitch inside just misses, hitting Cooper Evans, and the count goes to 1-1. Already a long first inning out there for the starting pitcher for the Pirates as another pitch for a strike dots the zone, and the count goes to 1-2. And Evans finds herself down in the count with Beckstead a couple of pitches to play with. Daniels off second base, pitch inside, missing, and the count goes to 2-2 as good patience shown by Evans on a 1-2 count to take that pitch. It was just off the inside corner. She'll stride back into the right-handed box. Red jersey tops today for the Cardinals. They had the blacks on yesterday as the ball bounced over towards third, hits the bag. It's quickly retrieved, and the Cardinals will have to go station to station as Evans with an infield single, and the bases are now loaded for the Cardinals with one away. And Brittany Beckstead will face Morgan Wood, the other freshman in the Cardinals lineup. And Wood, our pregame show interview, was 1 for 1 yesterday and reached base with a pair of walks. She had the best offensive game of the Cardinals yesterday as she takes a pitch at the knees for a strike. Infield brought in for the Pirates as they'll have a force out at the plate if they can get it there ahead of Cheyenne Daniels. Pitch just a bit high to Wood as the count goes to 1-1. Wood was drawing the ire of some Bear Lake fans yesterday for the small strike zone she presents. Uses that to her advantage as she gets another pitch that crosses his own for a strike, and it goes to 1-2. And she'll have to try and defend a bit here as the count once more goes into the favor of Brittany Beckstead. She's got into this 1-2 count, but she's given up some hits as a pitch just missing outside moves it to 2-2. And both freshmen have seen 2-2 counts. Bases full of Cardinals, 1-0 they lead with one out as the ball's slapped foul down the third base side. Keeps the count at 2-2. And Wood will again stride back to the box. Great contact just out in front as Brittany Beckstead will wander herself back up into the circle. Malata and Bear Lake playing on the field behind us as those are the two winning teams from yesterday's opening round. As the ball flared into right field. That's another shallow ball that's going to drop for another hit. Overrunning it in right field is Kelsey Moyle. Cardinals can't take advantage of the overrun, though. They'll just go station to station. It's an RBI single for Morgan Wood, and they take a 2-0 lead in the first inning to the Soda Springs Lady Cardinals as Cheyenne Daniels comes across the plate with our second Gate City Real Estate run, and it's a 2-0 lead on the Caribou Memorial Hospital scoreboard. Hallie Evans will step forward with her sister on second base. She'll try and put something into the gap as the pitch notches the zone for a strike. And again, Beckstead gets ahead of another batter. The only batter this inning she has not gotten ahead of was Taylor Myers, who she hit. And the ball flared foul down the third base side is going to be out of the reach of everybody and drops into the white sand here in Montpelier, Idaho, as the count goes to 0-2. 1 out, top of the first inning. Cardinals already off to a 2-0 lead on the West Side Pirates. As Beckstead looks in, winds, fires, and the pitch fouled off again by Hallie Evans, and it stays at 0-2 in the count. Beckstead has thrown 29 pitches already in this inning, as the Cardinals really making her work for anything that she's going to get, as a pitch swung on, chopped foul again down the third baseline. And once more retrieved and brought back into the field of play for Beckstead. 0-2 count still facing Hallie Evans. Evans yesterday was the pitcher of record and only threw 71 pitches. She'll flare one into shallow right field. That's also going to drop, and the Cardinals will score one. Cooper Evans took the wide turn at third. She comes across to score. It's a 2 RBI single for Hallie Evans, and the Cardinals will put themselves in front 4-0 over the West Side Pirates as they've reeled off 5 hits in the inning, all of them singles against Brittany Beckstead. And that is going to draw a conference on the mound between all the infield for the Lady Pirates. On deck is Allie Schwartz. She was out yesterday with the flu. Back into the lineup today and hoping to contribute. And the bottom of the order is she's the number 8 hitter. Haley Downs represents batter number 9. Cardinals with runners on first and second. And again, that 4-0 lead in the early going of this one. Westside's had a problem late in the season of giving up big leads and having to bring themselves back. Their offense almost did that against Malad as the first pitch across the zone is a strike to Allie Schultz, and another first pitch batter sees a first pitch strike for the Lady Cardinals. That's 6 straight first pitch strikes. Another pitch just a bit high, misses, and the count goes to 1-1. Schultz will step back into the right-handed box. Beckstead, the right-hander, winds, fires, ball popped up foul up near the light stand and off of some speakers as that bounces over into the other field, and ball will be flipped around, and the count sits at 1-2. Fresh ball sent out to Brittany Beckstead. Schultz will step back in again, slightly close stance, digging into the box. She'll swing and miss as strike number 3 is a stolen base is going to be registered. Morgan Wood moves up 60 feet. It's the second stolen base by the Cardinals today, and with 2 outs could be big as it puts runners onto the corners with Haley Downs stepping to the plate. Haley playing in right field today. Number 9 batter in the Cardinals' orders as they bat around, and a first pitch strike goes to Haley Downs. And she'll step again into the right-handed box. Puts all the weight onto the back foot as she takes a pitch upstairs for a ball. Moving up on the play is Hallie Evans. She'll take up second base as she gets a stolen base of her own. The count at 1-1. We'll see Downs with a couple in scoring position as he swings and misses at a strike on the inside corner. 1-2 the count. 4-0 Cardinals on top. 2 more runners on base. With 2 outs in the inning, it's going to take a base knock by Downs. Holds the bat behind the right shoulder. And this pitch inside misses and almost getting away from the catcher as the ball, and the count goes to 2-2. Downs again crouches back. And a pitch swung on and missed. Drop third strike. The play down to first base is made. But the Soda Springs Cardinals, despite being put down on the last couple, will strike for 4 runs in the first inning. And they take an early lead on the West Side Pirates. Back with the bottom of the first inning on the Caribou Memorial Hospital scoreboard. It's 4-0 on your home for Cardinal Athletics.
This presentation of Caribou County Athletics is being brought to you by State Farm Insurance of Montpelier, Idaho. State Farm is here to help life go right. Call Scott at 208-847-0141 for personal service.
Let technology make life a little easier and give you peace of mind about your home. With affordable security and smart home options, Silver Star makes it easy to take the first step. keep an eye on what's important to you and be able to act before an incident becomes an emergency. You're in good hands when you choose Silver Star. We've been bringing cutting-edge technology and star treatment customer service to Eastern Idaho and Western Wyoming for nearly 70 years. Call us today and ask about our starter security and smart home packages.
Welcome back out once again to the home of the District 5 championships, as the Soda Springs Cardinals with a 4-0 lead over the Westside Pirates after the top of the inning. As it'll be Cooper Evans onto the mound for the Soda Springs Cardinals with her first action on the mound since she had that concussion. That was about 2.5 weeks ago that she suffered that in a car accident, a rollover that took place on her way to school one morning, and she's taken the time to get herself back to full health, and we'll see if she can guide the Cardinals to a victory in this game. The last time that I got to see her pitch was against Bear Lake when she kept them close in that game, although things crumbled a little bit late on in that game, as she will try to give her sister a little bit of a breather. Hallie Evans is out there possibly to be used if it gets to that point for the Soda Springs Cardinals. As Cardinals defense looks like this. Taylor Myers behind home plate as the catcher. Haley Ledbetter at first base. She is followed up by Michaela Skinner at second base. Of course, she's being hit for by Cheyenne Dominguez. Third base is Cheyenne Daniels, and the shortstop is Hallie Evans. In the outfield, right field is Haley Downs. The left fielder is Morgan Wood. And in center field is Allie Schwartz, as she is replacing Alicia Delaware in the lineup, and Delaware's offensive struggles should have something to do with that, as she in the last couple of games has not necessarily been the confident swinger that she's been so far this season. Warm-up pitch is done for Cooper Evans, as the throw down to second base will be on target. Taylor Myers back behind the dish will get herself ready to receive the first pitch for the Westside Pirates. Josie Mejia leads things off. Cassidy Chug and Mari Wade round out the top three in the order. Chadley Hedworth, Cambry Robinson, and Brittany Beckstead will follow, with Grace Montez, Kelsey Moyle, and Jessica Raston to round out the bottom three in the 9 lineup. As that brings up Mejia, right-handed batter, and the first pitch to her way upstairs and missing for a ball. 40 pitches in the first inning for the pitcher Brittany Beckstead, so I'm sure that Coach Ryan Wade in the third base coaching box hoping his team can give his starter a little bit of a breather, give her some rest on the bench before she has to come back out in what is a warm day here in Montpelier, Idaho. 2-0 pitch to the leadoff batter, a strike at the knees, crosses the zone. The count goes to 2-1 to Josie Mejia. Mejia was a pesky sort to the Soda Springs Cardinals when these two teams matched up. Another pitch upstairs misses. As the count goes to 3-1 to the leadoff batter for the Pirates. Ended up going 1 for 6, but reached base several times. Scored 3 runs in that game. Pitch swung on, fouled off down the left side. Went chasing at what might have been ball 4, but the count goes full instead. And we sit at 3-2 with nobody out in the bottom of the first inning. 4-0 on the Caribou Memorial Hospital scoreboard. Mejia again strides into the right box, stands tall, black socks tucked in underneath the pants, as she will take a pitch upstairs. That is ball 4, and on 6 pitches, Josie Mejia is able to earn the leadoff walk, and both pitchers now have given up that leadoff base runner. Brings Cassidy Chug into the right-handed box, as the center fielder for the Westside Pirates takes the first pitch and slaps it foul down the third base line. The count goes to 0-1. Mari Wade on deck, a dangerous bat for the Westside Pirates. She had a off game the last time they played, but had a home run the first time these two teams played. An off game, I say, just because she didn't get pitched to. As a pitch for a strike crosses the plate, and it goes to 0-2 on Cassidy Chug. Apologize for those of you watching online. We'll try and get our video stream fixed in a moment as Chug awaits. And a pitch upstairs misses. Count goes to 1-2. 9 pitches in on the Caribou Memorial Hospital scoreboard. Cardinals leading 4-0. As another pitch swung on and missed, and down goes Chug swinging as she is down on strikes. And the first out of the inning is up onto the scoreboard. 4-0 still on the Caribou Memorial Hospital scoreboard. as the Lady Cardinals looking to try and keep their lead at a healthy point. And it brings up Mari Wade. Again, she was a dangerous batter the first time these two teams matched up against each other. Takes the first pitch, and that is a strike down the heart of the plate. And it looks like Cooper Evans, after surrendering that first Davis repair walk to the West Side Pirates, starting to settle in a bit more. And her time out there in the circle. Another pitch taken. That misses for a ball. Count goes to 1-1 to Mari Wade. Apologize again for the video online. We'll try and get that fixed as soon as we can possibly do that. Mari Wade will take a pitch inside. That misses as well, and the count goes to 2-1. Just had to flinch out of the way from being hit by that pitch. And again, Wade will look out. Evans rocks, fires 2-1 delivery with one out, rolled up to the plate. That's in the dirt, taking off and sliding and standing into second base, I should say. Josie Mejia close, but the ball in the dirt moves her up a base, and she stands in scoring position for Wade with the count at 3-1. Wade looks over to the first base or third base coach's box to her father, Ryan Wade, for a sign, and what she is expected to do here is she'll step back in again, open stance, and awaiting the pitch. And the pitch behind her is going to allow Mejia to move up to third base. That ball goes into the outfield, and that's going to be a throwing error on Taylor Myers. A late throw. It's a walk, no RBI. Mejia comes home to score the first run of the game. As of right now, it's an unearned run as the Cardinals' error allows it to come, but it puts a runner on first base once again with one out in the bottom of the first inning and makes it a 4-1 game. As the Cardinals cannot allow themselves to get back into that habit of throwing the ball around the yard. Brings up Chadley Hedworth, the left-handed batter who takes the first pitch that notches the zone for a strike, and the count goes to 0-1. Hedworth back into the box. Looks out as the left-hander, awaits a pitch that rolls up in the dirt. Moving up to third base after stealing second is Mari Wade, and she is up another base, and all of a sudden with a 1-1 count on Hedworth, the Pirates trying to cut the deficit in half already in the first inning. It's 4-1 as Cooper Evans again steps to the plate. Hedworth awaits the 1-1 delivery. This pitch down in the dirt, and the count goes to 2-1. Every game so far this year has been a high-scoring affair between these two teams. It was 19-9 the first time, 19-8 the first time these two teams played against each other. Right now it sits at, and the last game was 17-15 between the two teams. So high-scoring affairs to be expected between these two sides. As Evans will rock fire, and it's upstairs, taken for a ball and another walk for the West Side Pirates, and 3 base runners for West Side so far. All of them have been via the walk. All Davis repair walks. You're home for the equipment and diesel specialists. As the Pirates will bring up their number 5 batter, Cambry Robinson. We talked about that pitch count rising for Beckstead. Already Cooper Evans has seen hers rise. She's up to 20 pitches here in the first inning with only 1 out recorded. Both teams have seen a similar situation arise. Cambry Robinson, last time these two teams ended up playing against each other, had a 1-for-5 day. That was an RBI single, though. She reached base 4 times. As Evans rocks, fires, and the pitch at the knees will find the zone for a strike. Hedworth, with a runner on third base, will advance and steal a base of her own. It moves up to second, so runners at second and third. Eliminates the chance of the double play possibility. Evans to the plate again, gets a swing and a miss by Cambry Robinson, and the count goes to 0-2. On the other field, Ladd strikes first against the Lady Bears. Winner of this game takes on the loser of that game. And with a 4-1 lead, the Cardinals look like they're on the way to a win, although they have more work to do as the ball is going to be dropped on a third strike, and down goes Cambry Robinson on strikes for the second punch out of the game by Cooper Evans, that one on just 3 pitches. And it brings Brittany Beckstead to the plate, and she has a chance to put a hammer down and help out her own cause, much like she did last time these two teams played. She had 4 RBIs in that game. Another right-handed batter, pink and black gloves, and a pitch down in the dirt. Gets past Taylor Myers. Play at the plate is going to see the runner and Mari Wade cut down at the plate. And down go the West Side Pirates as well. Soda Springs gives up a run, but they hold on to the lead. No hits for the Pirates, but an error allows an unearned run to come across the plate. Back with more after this on KBRV The Co-op and online at mylocalradio.com as we work at getting this video stream fixed for you guys listening in on the air and over the internet. Cardinals, and is hoping to add a few more as the pitch fouled off to the other field and the count goes to 0-2. Beckstead on the other side hoping to settle in as the Cardinals leadoff batter down to the count 0-2. Brittany Wines fires and again sees one fouled off by Myers, this time back to the backstop to our right. And we'll see the 0-2 pitch over once again. 40 pitches in that first inning for the starter for the West Side Pirates as the Cardinals made her work. Got to see a lot of pitches from Beckstead. They've seen her, as I said, plenty of times so far this year. As the ball slapped to the hole between second and third. And a single for Taylor Myers is the 6th hit the Cardinals have off Brittany. And the Cardinals right back where they started with a leadoff runner on base. Good speed, good base running as well with Taylor Myers. 4 runs, all those runs brought to you by Gate City Real Estate and Ricky Wood. Give her a call for all of your real estate needs. Pitch to the plate on the inside corner. Stolen base attempt by Myers will be successful as she slides in and Cheyenne Daniels finds herself down to the count 0-1. Cardinals with 4 stolen bases in the game now, as they've been aggressive on the base paths so far today. 4 runs as well as bunt shown by Daniels. Another stolen base attempt, this one by Myers. Gets into the outfield but quickly backed up by Grace Montez as the count will go to, I believe, 1-1, as they'll say she was able to pull the bat back. And again, Daniels will step in. Even count, runner at third base, represents a good piece of bunting as the ball is going to be bunted down the first base line. Myers can't come home as the bunt was fielded quickly by Hedworth, who was on top of it. Goes 3 unassisted for the putout. And staying at third base with her 2nd stolen base of this trip around the base paths is Taylor Myers. Myers with 3 stolen bases today already. 1 for 1 officially. He's been on base twice. Brings up Ledbetter. She popped out to first her first time up, looking to try and do something more with the ball as this one bounced up the middle and goes off of the side of Josie Mejia. It's an E6 and an RBI for Haley Ledbetter. Would have scored the run anyways, and the Cardinals will see Ledbetter make it all the way up to third base as the ball in the middle of the outfield was not corralled quickly enough, and Ledbetter wisely was able to take advantage and move up. Brings a conference out to the center of the circle as the West Side Pirates wanting to chat things over amongst themselves and make sure they have everything figured out. On the other side, it's a 1-0 lead for the for the Malad Dragons in that game as they work in the 2nd inning of play. Bear Lake back up to the plate as they're trying to come back in that game, and a single slapped over to right field as we watch that game going on. Coach Ryan Wade still talking with his team out in the center of the circle, and right now I'm sure this is one of those come-to-Jesus discussions as he needs to find a way to get his team to focus, because right now it's been some small mistakes made by the West Side Pirates which have really aided the Soda Springs Cardinals so far today. Brings the whole team in, including the outfield, as he wants to have that chat with them. They've been down before. They were down the last time they played the Cardinals. Came back and were able to take a 7-4 lead in that game before the Cardinals came back themselves, took a 14-8 lead, and watched Westside come back to win that 17-15. So again, this has been a high-scoring rivalry so far this season. You can expect more of that, as with 1 out, a ball for the pitcher is slapped up the middle. It goes off of the glove of Mejia. Everybody's safe. And another error on Mejia. We'll see another run come across for the Lady Cardinals. as now they've scored a pair of runs, one out in the inning, which means every run after this is unearned. Cooper Evans singled her first time up. Brought home a run when she did that, or excuse me, no, she did not bring home a run when she did that. Takes the first pitch up high, and the count goes to 1-0. Evans is the pitcher of record and is benefiting from the 6-0 lead the Cardinals have given her. She'll take a pitch on the inside for a strike with the count moving even at 1-1. Cardinals haven't been as patient this time up at the plate. They saw Beckstead was throwing those first pitch strikes early on, and now they're trying to jump all over her early on in some of these at-bats. Cooper holds the bat behind her, takes a pitch for a strike on the inside corner as it goes to 1-2. Tough position to be in for Evans. But she was in this position before, fought it back to 2-2 before singling. Now takes strike 3 on the outside, and down she goes looking. That's the third strikeout by Brittany Beckstead in the game. And it gives her a chance to get out of the inning with only giving up those 2 runs as Morgan Wood steps forward. She singled in a run her first time up. Couple of shallow fly balls the Cardinals hit helped them out to those runs. Morgan's first pitch is a strike on the inside corner, and Beckstead again finding that groove in the circle. Both runs in this inning, unearned runs. There's a pitch off the outside corner, just catches it, and the count goes to 0-2. When Beckstead's fired the last 3 pitches over the heart of the plate, 4 pitches over the plate, looking for number 5, and this one's fouled off by Wood, and that one caught her on the foot, it looks like, as she's a little bit limpy as she steps out of the batter's box, and she's going to take her time to get herself back and comfortable. Soda Springs leading 6-1 on the Caribou Memorial Hospital scoreboard. 2 more Gate City Real Estate runs have come across in this inning. There's a pitch from Beckstead, upstairs misses, and the count goes to 1-2 on Wood. She'll see a 5th pitch at a minimum in this at-bat. Cooper Evans stays on deck. An inside pitch swung on and missed as the throw down to first base gets away from Chadley Hedworth. Throw back up to third is going to be late, and smartly moving up is Wood. As with 2 outs, you can move the runner down to first base. You have to make that throw if there's 2 outs. And it's runners on second and third now for the Cardinals, despite a swing and a miss on strike 3. And another error in the inning by the Westside Pirates. That's 3 of them. And Westside, after looking like they were an out away from getting out of the inning without giving up any more runs, gives up a run. And not only that, it also puts runners on second and third as the ball flown up high into shallow right field. Coming on and making the catch to end the inning with only giving up the 2 runs is Kelsey Moyle, and the Cardinals will not strike for any more as we head to the bottom of the second inning. It's 6-0 on the Caribou Memorial Hospital scoreboard on KBRV The Co-op and online with our live video stream at mylocalradio.com.
Caribou County Athletics on KBRV are brought to you by Bear Lake Dental, where their commitment is to provide you with the highest standard of personalized dental care in a gentle, efficient, and professional manner. Call 208-847-0153 to schedule your appointment with Bear Lake Dental.
Get it to go at Patterson Quick Stop in Soda Springs and Patterson Easy Way in Grace, Idaho. From pizza to potato wedges, from burritos to the jalapeno flavored corn dogs, from candy, clothing, car accessories, and fountain drinks, convenience is fun. And Patterson Quick Stop and Patterson Easy Way help to fill your needs conveniently. They have something for everyone: food, fuel, and fun at Patterson Quick Stop in Soda Springs and Patterson Easy Way in Grace. Right here, right now.
This presentation of Caribou County Athletics is being brought to you by Mountain States Insurance Company. Stop in for help with all of your insurance needs at 30 East, 2nd South next to Caribou Jacks in Soda Springs, or call 208-547-2141 and talk to an agent today. The Soda Springs Cardinals with a 6-1 lead over the Westside Lady Pirates as we move on and take you into the bottom of the second inning. Westside will be coming up with the bottom half of their order. It was Beckstead who was left at the plate as Wade was thrown out trying to score in the bottom of that inning. First inning, I should say. And the Cardinals were able to surrender, or keep from surrendering any more than just the 1 run that came across in that inning. It was an unearned run on a throwaway down to left field. as Taylor Myers was trying to cut down Josie Mejia, who was attempting to steal third. Beckstead, Montez, and Moyle, those the scheduled 3 for the Lady Pirates. Jessica Ravston, the number 9 batter, would be coming up if any of them end up reaching base. Brittany, hoping to help her own cause out, steps into the right-handed box. Took a first pitch for a ball, first time up, now fouls one off, and the count goes to 0-1 on the pitcher of record for the West Side Pirates. Black socks, maroon pants with the black highlights, white front of the uniforms with the maroon back, and the dark maroon helmets on top. As Cooper Evans in her second inning of work fires a pitch that's popped up as well, that'll get foul, and the count goes to 0-2. Evans missing up, but that's to her advantage right now, as every time she's missed up, the Pirates have swung underneath the pitch. Evans again will rock fire, and this pitch swung on. That's down more in the zone, grounded to short, and a throw to first base is in time and on the money by Hallie Evans, and she helps her sister out by getting the first out of the inning, and the Cardinals will look to try and keep that momentum going against Grace Montez. Montez, the left fielder for the West Side Pirates today, hasn't been busy on defense yet, but offensively hoping to try and make her presence known. She got on base via walks and a hit by pitch the last time around between these two teams. And the right-handed batter steps in. Evans pitch, winds, fires, and it's a high pitch chopped at, foul down the left side. And chasing after a pitch way out of the zone, the count will end up moving to 0-1 with one out. Fresh ball is brought back in. I know it does. I know. Just go back over there. Cooper Evans looking back in. As she's going to step off as there was shouting over on the field to the left. And now that has calmed down, still waiting for some new softballs. Or the home plate umpire. Evans has one, but not many being delivered quite yet. As one was tried to be dropped in, it looks like it got stuck in the tubing. There's a pitch inside, misses, and the count goes to 1-1. So Montez back even in the count. Will look out. Holds the bat up from the right-handed box. 6-1 on the Caribou Memorial Hospital scoreboard as Montez slaps one for a single to left field. It was a sinking liner, and the first base knock of the game for the West Side Pirates comes with one out. In the bottom of the second inning, and the Pirates looking to try and answer back as the Cardinals have scored in every inning so far. Pirates at least have to match that in the early going. You can't let them start to stake themselves out to too much. And the bottom of the order had success last time against the Cardinals, and Moyle will try and keep that success going. Although this is the first time that West Side's had a chance to see Cooper Evans in the circle. They saw Cheyenne Dominguez once, they saw Hallie Evans once, and now getting to see the other Evans sister on the mound, or in the circle I should say. As she winds, rocks back, fires, and the pitch way upstairs misses, and the count goes to 1-0. Cooper, a freshman, taking some time to try and get back into the rhythm of the game after missing 2.5 weeks. Catches the inside of the zone for a strike, and the count goes to 1-1. Umpire so far has been generous on the inside to both teams. It's been consistent. I get used to that if you're a batter coming up. Also, if you're a pitcher, you got to take advantage of that. As another pitch is off the handle of the bat. That's going to be flared over the glove of Hallie Evans. Looks like she misread where it was going to go. Took a step in, ended up having to retreat behind her, and the ball drops for a base knock. 2 hits for the Pirates in the inning, back-to-back, have runners on first and second, and Jessica Ravston will step forward to the plate. Ravston went 1 for 4. She struggled in the game last time around between these two teams at the plate, but was able to contribute with a single. Takes the first pitch, which is scooped up by Myers behind home plate for a ball, and the count goes to 1-0. Just one out here in the bottom of the second inning. Cardinals leading by 5 over the Pirates, as again they've jumped out to the early lead. Back-to-back games they've done so. First time around it was the Pirates that jumped out to the early lead. The ball slapped over towards short. Evans is going to pick it up, goes the long way to first, and the out is recorded. As they'll say Evans got it over there in time, and another 6-3 putout brings up the top of the order with Josie Mejia. Runners on second and third for the West Side Pirates. Cardinals can't worry about that, though, as Mejia is all that matters right now. If you get her out, you get out of the frame. Evans to the plate, sees Mejia chop one foul down the third base line, and the count goes to 0-1. 2 outs now in the inning. Cardinals looking to escape giving up any runs. Infield playing back. Outfield shifted to the left. Not guarding the line in right field. It'll be a ball hit hard and well at Morgan Wood. Gets over her head against the fence on one hop. Mejia's going to chug up to second base with a 2-run double. A fantastic piece of hitting by the junior, and the Cardinals see this game all of a sudden become a little bit closer, as that was a well-struck ball. And Mejia, with the third hit of the inning, brings home both Montez and Moyle to make it a 6-3 ball game on the Caribou Memorial Hospital scoreboard. And the Pirates, again, answer back to what the Cardinals did in the top of the frame with a pair of runs of their own in the bottom of the second inning. First pitch to Cassidy Chug, upstairs misses, and the count goes to 1-0. Again, that's the biggest thing for both of these teams, is when the other team scores, you have to answer back. This is going to be a high-scoring affair. We've seen that already. Both offenses know how to put runs up onto the board. Can you take advantage of that as the pitch catches the zone for a strike, and the count goes to 1-1. Chug, her first time up, struck out swinging on 4 pitches, trying to be a little bit more of a pest to Cooper Evans. Put the ball in place, swings and misses at a pitch inside and down, and the count goes to 1-2. First base is open, so drop third strike. You got to make the throw down to first. Here in a 6-3 ball game on the Caribou Memorial Hospital scoreboard. Cooper Evans rocks, winds, fires, and the pitch fought off and just back to the screen as the count remains 1-2 for another pitch. Evans' pitch count still at a healthy place right now. She's ended up throwing at this point in time 17 pitches the inning. Not bad, especially since she only threw 24. On the other side, Beckstead up to 59 as the ball flared up by home plate, and it was foul but caught by the catcher and putting it away for out. Number 3 is Taylor Myers, and the Cardinals get out of the jam. Cardinals do surrender 2, but they still lead at 6-3 on the Caribou Memorial Hospital scoreboard. Back with more after this on your home for Cardinal Athletics, KBRV the Co-op, and online at mylocalradio.com.
This production of Caribou County Athletics is being brought to you by London Drug and Grace, your good neighbor pharmacy, locally owned, locally loved.
If you're looking for live local sports, local news, weather, live classifieds, and free photo downloads, search no more. MyLocalRadio.com has what you want. Watch your teams live or browse the tens of thousands of photographs of Wyoming, Utah, and Idaho high school events, from speech and drama competitions, rodeo, an array of different athletics, activities, community events, and so much more. Visit MyLocalRadio.com today and find what you're looking for.
This presentation of Caribou County Athletics is being brought to you by Caribou Jack's Trading Company in Soda Springs, supplying you with everything for your home and your one-stop shop for all of your barbecue needs this spring and summer. Stop by at 50 East 2nd South in Soda Springs or call 208-547-4326 today. Crowd starting to grow here between a pair of softball games, a baseball game, and track and field being run over at the Bear Lake track, as district track going on right now. Good luck to the Cardinals over there. I know that they've already had plenty of kids qualify, but the track team and the boys side was in first coming into the day. Girls side was in second coming into the day. And the district standings is the first pitch to Allie Schwartz in the top of the third inning is a strike. Third inning being brought to you by Sanders Furniture and Appliance. And a pitch swung on, chopped towards short, scooped up by Mejia. Good throw on to first base will cut down Schwartz. And for the first time today, the leadoff batter for the Cardinals is set down. And that's been a big problem, as that leadoff batter's come around to score every time. Cardinals will look to Downs as she takes a pitch down low, and the count goes to 0-1, 1-0. Another pitch misses. Count goes to 2-0. Two-0 count with 1 out. Pitch way up and out of the zone, and Downs up ahead in the count 3-0. As Haley, who struck out swinging her first time up to end the first inning, looking to get on base. Cardinals up 6-3 on the Caribou Memorial Hospital scoreboard. We'll see a pitch fired across the zone by Beckstead as she gets back into the count, 3-1 with 1 out. Downs awaits, takes a pitch. That's a strike as well at the knees, and the count goes to 3-2. Downs yet to take the bat off her shoulders. See how aggressive she is on this 3-2 pitch. With 1 out, pitch is chopped over towards third, picked up cleanly by Wade. She gets the ball on to first base, and out number 2 is recorded. A pair of ground balls have greeted the Cardinals out of the gate. Over on the other field, a home run hit by the Lady Bears has them back into that game. It's 2-1 in the bottom of the third inning. Bear Lake trailing the Malad Dragons in the game that'll decide where the championship game is held on Thursday. Cheyenne Daniels steps back, fouls one off, back to the screen, and the count goes to 0-1. This Taylor Myers up at the plate now. Myers 1 for 1, has singled and been hit by a pitch, 2 runs scored, and has stolen 3 bases today as well. Cheyenne Daniels on deck as a pitch chopped foul again, and that'll get over everybody and into the bleachers behind us. And the count goes to 0-2. This is the same count Myers singled on last time. So she's had success in these deep counts. Steps back in the box, and the pitch to her is swung on. That's hit into left field again. Coming on is Montez, and a basket catch made. And it's a 1-2-3 inning for the West Side Pirates. The first 0 put up on the line score for either team, as the Cardinals had scored in every inning up to that point. And we head to the bottom of the Sanders Furniture and Appliance third inning. 6-3, the Cardinals still lead on the Caribou Memorial Hospital scoreboard.
This presentation of Caribou County Athletics is being brought to you by Crop Production Services of Bancroft. Call 208-648-7891 to learn how to get the best production out of your crops.
When the time comes, you'll want true compassion balanced with clinical care for your mom or dad, grandma or grandpa. Edgewood Assisted Living Center in Soda Springs provides a warm, caring, and secure environment for individuals who need medication assistance, healthy meals, and assistance with daily activities. You can help by introducing them to our Assisted Living Center. Come on in for a tour and consultation. Find out about our monthly move-in specials and respite visits. Furnished suites are available. Call 208-547-0257. The Edgewood Assisted Living Center in Soda Springs, Idaho, a place to call home.
Heart of the order coming up for the West Side Pirates, as it'll be Mari Wade, Chadley Hedworth, and Cambry Robinson, 3, 4, and 5 in the lineup to face Cooper Evans, who surrendered a pair of runs in the last inning but still holds a 6-3 lead as she works with just the 43 pitches thrown in the bottom of the Sanders Furniture and Appliance third inning. Loser of this game goes on to take on goes home. Winner of this game goes on to take on the loser of Malad and Bear Lake, which right now is Malad, as they're ahead in that contest. Wade flips the ball over to Cooper Evans. Now looks back to her coach for a quick sign, and now prepared to get set up as ball is going to be flipped over to the other field, as several had made their way into this softball field on the right side. The left side softball field, the main game field for the Lady Bears. This one being used as the championships held in the same place on the same day in day number 2. As a pitch upstairs misses to Mari Wade. Wade walked her first time up. In fact, the last 6 times she's been to the plate, she has been walked. As she has not seen many opportunities to get on base from the Lady Cardinals via swing in the bat, as they've been very tentative to throw strikes to her, and she takes a strike here as the count goes to 1-1. Nobody on base. Bottom of your Sanders Furniture and Appliance third inning as the Cardinals work. Sanders Furniture and Appliance is your place to get all of the best brands, including Lazy Boy, Amana, Maytag, Crosley, GE, and more. That's Sanders Furniture and Appliance. Mari Wade swings this one laced up into left field. That's got some carry to it. That's at the fence, and that is gone. Wade, with her second home run against the Lady Cardinals this year, clears herself around the bases as the Pirates will crowd around home plate. And the score settles now to a 6-4 game. And the West Side Pirates are on the comeback trail. They did the same thing to Malad yesterday. Talking to the Malad coaching staffs, they said that They held a 9-1 lead and a 9-2 lead after 5 innings. And in the next 2 innings, Westside was able to score 7 runs. So Westside has that ability to put runs on the board in a hurry. They just showed it as they put up 4 runs in 3 innings. And the ball fouled off by Chadley Hedworth is going to move her behind the count 0-1. Hedworth's not an easy out either by any means. As another ball fed back into the softball field here. As just the 2 game balls being used. And you got to make sure those stay in your possession. A lot of games going on, a lot of balls flying around. Got to keep track of them all. 0-1 count, Hedworth swings and misses, stepped away from the pitch and didn't stay planted on it and finds herself down to the count 0-2 as Cooper Evans continues to look in. Hedworth, a senior for the Westside Pirates. A program that has also been a lot like the Cardinals, hasn't necessarily seen a ton of success. As a pitch missing low and away moves the count to 1-2. But they've been on the rise. And they have been a team that was in position, if they'd held on to a game against Bear Lake, would have had a chance to host the district tournament themselves. Cooper Evans winds and the pitch off the plate misses. Count goes to 2-2. Problem for the Westside Pirates came in the fact they lost both games to the Lady Bears. Both teams finished tied atop the standings at 4-2. But Malad's 2 wins, or Westside's 2 losses, came to Bear Lake. Bear Lake's 2 losses came to Malad. Another pitch misses, and the count goes full to Hedworth. 3-2. 3-1, excuse me. With nobody out in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Evans will rock wind, and this one chopped over towards second. Picked up by Michaela Skinner, and she fires it over to first base, and the first out of the inning is recorded. And the Cardinals will evade putting up too much damage. Cambry Robinson, who struck out in her last time up, one of 2 strikeouts Cooper Evans has recorded, will step back to the plate. She struck out on 3 pitches, so didn't get a good look at what Evans has been throwing. We'll see if that plays to the advantage of Cooper out there in the circle. Another ball flipped out of the field of play. Cambry waits. Cooper Evans' pitch swung on, fouled down the 3rd base line. And the count goes to 0-1. Evans has been getting ahead in the count against the batters she's faced. So far has not really seen a lot of 3-ball counts. Only 4 of them so far in the game. 3 of those came back in the 1st inning. 1 of those came in this inning with Hedworth and her ground out as another pitch called for a strike on the inside has Evans ahead in the count 0-2. Glorious day for softball. Sun shining down. All the rainy weather from yesterday and the day before has moved on. Evans' pitch way up and out of the zone, and the count goes to 1-2, trying to get Robinson to go fishing and put a little bit of extra movement onto that pitch as Robinson steps back in once again to the right-handed box. Pitch to her is taken just a smidge low at the knees, and the count goes to 2-2. Draws the calls have looked pretty good from the Cardinals faithful. Instead of being a strike 3, though, 2-2 count, 1 out in the bottom of the Sanders Furniture and Appliance 3rd inning as a pitch taken on the outside corner. That's strike 3. And for the 2nd time, Robinson wears the collar as she heads back over to the west side dugout with the 3rd strikeout by Cooper Evans in the game. And now a chat in the center circle with Brittany Beckstead coming up to the plate will bring the entire infield in. That's the first strikeout looking for Evans. Cassidy Chug and Robinson have both struck out swinging their last times up. All smiles for the Lady Cardinals as they break back up to their positions. Hallie Evans and Cooper Evans, the last to leave as the 2 sisters break up with some jabbing and verbal jesting to each other as Evans will wind and fire a pitch that is swung on and missed by Brittany Beckstead. Beckstead was left at the plate in the 1st inning and then grounded out to short in the 2nd inning. Behind in the count 0-1 with 2 outs, looking to get a late rally started. Grace Montez and Kelsey Moyle, who started the rally in the bottom of the 2nd inning, await on deck. As Beckstead looks out and a ball fouled off, and Cooper Evans was getting close to her windup and deftly moves out of the way before making her way back into the circle. As the ball will be sent back out of play and sent over to the other field once again. Cooper's pitch swung on and missed, and the count to 0-2. And Brittany Beckstead once more for the second straight at bat, facing an 0-2 count. Beckstead trying to help her own cause. Wears the pink and black Mizuno gloves, blue and black bat, takes a hack at a pitch that's fouled up and just gets out of play. And the count will remain at 0-2 for yet another pitch. New ball sent back out to Cooper Evans. The other ball retrieved and sent down the jug, or the pipe, for softballs. Evans wanders herself back up to the top of the circle. Now rocks, winds, and the pitch swung on, chopped towards third, but foul and down the line. Remains an 0-2 count. It's been a longer inning for Evans than the last one was. Or about the same distance, I should say, actually, as she's seen and thrown 17 pitches to this point, or pitch number 17 on the way. And this one is going to be lined up the middle for a base hit. Brittany Beckstead came back from an 0-2 count to get the base knock. That's the 5th of the game for the West Side Pirates. And on 5 pitches, Beckstead makes her way down to first. Just put the bat out in the zone and used the momentum of the pitch and used the inertia to change the direction of it and sent it back up the middle. Not hard hit, but found the right spot. Grace Montez singled her first time up and came around to score. First pitch to her is upstairs, taken for a ball. Back to first base goes Beckstead as the count goes to 1-0. Drag. Pirates down by 2, 6-4 on the Caribou Memorial Hospital scoreboard. On the other side, the Malad Dragons are batting, and it's still a 2-1 game in the top of the 4th. As Montez slaps one over towards left, that's going to handicap Morgan Wood, and it's going to allow both runners to move up an extra base. It's a single for Grace Montez, and an error on the Lady Cardinals, and Morgan Wood in left field allows them both to move up another base. Kelsey Moyle steps up, and all of a sudden the Pirates, with a base knock, could knot this game up at 6. Moyle singled her last time up, came around to score. Represents the go-ahead run. 2 outs in the bottom of the Sanders Furniture and Appliance 3rd inning, 6-4 on the Caribou Memorial Hospital scoreboard. Pitch down in the dirt, skips up to Myers, and the count goes to 1-0. And again, Cooper Evans falls behind the batter. Montez, she fell behind. Now Moyle, she's fallen behind. Jessica Ravston awaits on deck. First base is open, so a walk wouldn't hurt you. And the number 9 batter in the order on deck as another pitch misses up and away, and the count goes to 2-0. You don't want to give yourselves even the chance, though, of seeing that number 9 batter if you're the Cardinals in the field. Ravston with the shin guards on in case that Moyle is the final out. As Evans pitch inside and low, and the count goes to 3-0. Mejia in the hole. She's 1 for 1. Has reached base twice, though, with a double that drove home 2 runs, and has walked and scored a run as well on an error. Evans winds, and this pitch right down the heart of the plate, taken all the way, was Moyle with a 3-0 count, and it moves it to 3-1. Beckstead stands at first. She singled. Montez stands at second. She singled as well. Pitch from Evans. Winds, fires. This ball slapped into right field. That's a sinking line drive, and it's off of the glove of Haley Downs. That's going to score 1, and coming across as well as the tying run, it's another error on the Cardinals, as that one went off of the glove of Downs, and it allows a run to come across. 2 runs, in fact, that both will end up being unearned. It's now a 6-6 game, and the Pirates have scored 3 runs in the inning, 2 of them with 2 outs. And Jessica Ravston will get to bat with a chance to flip the lineup over. Moyle stands at first base as Evans pitched to the plate upstairs, and the count goes to 1-0. We said it already. This is going to be a high-scoring game. That's just the way these games have gone between these two sides all season long. So the Cardinals by no means have given up everything that they can see as Evans' pitch swung on and fouled to the left side. That'll get off of the dugout roof and out of play. And the count goes to 1-1 on Ravston. Best thing the Pirates have seen out of this is they've extended the pitch count of Cooper Evans. He's now thrown 27 pitches in the inning. 6-6 now on the Caribou Memorial Hospital scoreboard. 5 unanswered runs by the Westside Pirates. 2 in the bottom of the second, 3 here in the top of the third. And a pitch, bottom of the third, I should say, and a pitch missing. Throw down to first base is going to get into right field. It's overrun by Downs and up to second base, and now up to third base goes Moyle, sliding in safely. Another error by the Cardinals. It's the third in the inning. And all of a sudden now another ball thrown away will cost the Cardinals a run and would give them the lead. Ravston steps back in. It's been 2 outs for the last 3 batters. Now 4 as Ravston with a 1-1 count against her steps in. Evans winds, fires, and the pitch chopped foul down the third base side. And the ball will be sent back in. 2-2 the count, actually. And Ravston battling with Cooper Evans, trying to give the Pirates a lead and give them their first lead of the game. They trailed 4-1 after 1 inning, 6-3 after 2 innings. Now 6-6 here in the bottom of the Sanders Furniture and Appliance third inning. Ravston a chance to drive a blow. That ball gets away from Taylor Myers as it was down in the dirt. But Taylor Myers quickly out of the crouch, got to the ball, and able to keep Kelsey Moyle over at third base. And Ravston again will await. 3-2 count. With 2 outs as Evans pitch upstairs. That's ball 4. And Ravston. That is not ball 4. It makes it 3-2. Pardon that. It's 3-2 count. This pitch swung on and chopped foul off of the foot of Jessica Ravston. And the count remains full for yet at least one more pitch. Ravston steps out, checks over to the coach down the third base line. As Coach Wade calls out to his batter as Evans again winds, fires. This pitch is going to be fouled down the left side as well. That one hit into the backside of the people watching the Malad and Bear Lake game, as that keeps some people and their heads aware. Count stays at 3-2, and we'll see an 8th pitch in the at-bat. Ravston battling at the plate. Steps once again in to the right-handed box. Where's the helmet with West Side printed on the back? She's going to swing at one. That's going to end up ensnared by Cheyenne Daniels, and the go-ahead run is left over at third base. The Pirates do strike for 3, though, and it's a tie ball game. 6-6 on the Caribou Memorial Hospital scoreboard. About halfway through this one on your home for Cardinal Athletics, KBRV, the Co-op, and online with our live video stream at mylocalradio.com.
This broadcast of high school sports is being made possible by the Mound Valley Cattle Company in Thatcher, Idaho, serving Utah, Idaho, and Wyoming.
Hi, I'm Todd Hunziker. Most dealers focus on the experience you have just a few moments that you're in their store. At Hunziker Ford, we want to keep you happy forever, and to prove it, we offer warranty forever at no cost to you. So here's the deal. All you have to do is follow the maintenance schedule on virtually anything you buy from us, and the expensive powertrain components are covered forever. That's Todd Hunziker Ford, just east of Lava Hot Springs on Highway 30. It's just that simple.
6-6 all on the Caribou Memorial Hospital scoreboard as the Lady Cardinals getting back up to the plate. After giving up the lead, 2 runs unearned, though, as in 3 errors in the inning aid the West Side Pirates in their comeback. And the Lady Cardinals will have to try and figure out Brittany Beckstead, who set them down 1-2-3 in the top of the third inning. That third inning was brought to you by Sanders Furniture and Appliance. Your home for all the best brands, including Amana, Maytag, Crosley, GE, Lazy Boy, and more. Let them help you make your house a home. 70 pitches in the game so far through 3 innings for Brittany Beckstead. On the other side for the Lady Cardinals, Cooper Evans had that 33-pitch inning, which has seen her pitch count skyrocket to 76. Heart of the order coming up for the Cardinals, though. Good chance to try and strike back. It'll be Daniels, Ledbetter, and Dominguez to lead things off. Daniels is 1 for 2, and the first pitch is up and away, missing for a ball. Fourth inning was a inning of consequence for the Cardinals last time these two teams played, as the pitch just misses and the count goes to 2-0. Beckstead, a long layoff in the dugout. Sometimes hard to find that strike zone again, and she does here as the count goes to 2-1. Before she rocks and fires again, and a pitch chopped just a smidge foul down the third base side. Mari Wade was there, but it got beyond her glove, and Cardinals will have to reset as Daniels made great contact on that one, just couldn't keep it fair. Cheyenne steps back into the right-handed box, and the pitch to the senior swung on and missed, and she goes down on strikes. 5 strikeouts for Brittany Beckstead, starting to find her rhythm. She's retired the last 6 batters she's faced, and if you count the errors, go back the last 9 batters that she's faced. 3 strikeouts in that group as well, as Haley Ledbetter led all that off. She bounces one to Mejia, who has the ball catch her in the chest, but she's able to stay with it, and on one pitch, the second out of the inning is recorded. Cardinals being aggressive here, only 6 pitches seen in this inning, as Cheyenne Dominguez, who's 1 for 2 with a single and reached on an error, will step to the plate. Another right-handed batter in a tie game at 6-6, pitch upstairs misses. And Dominguez, who has been a solid bat for the Cardinals all throughout the season, will step back into the right-handed box. Wind and fire, pitch swung on and missed inside, and Dominguez just swung over the top of it as the count sets to 1-1. Pitch inside, catches the zone, 1-2. As that one moves the count back in favor of Brittany Beckstead with 2 outs, and the Cardinals in danger of giving her another 1-2-3 inning, and they will not do it there as that pitch misses up and away. 2-2 count, 2 outs, top of the 4th inning in a 6-6 game. Pirates have scored 5 unanswered as the ball laced over into left field is going to be down for a single. Cheyenne Dominguez gets her 2nd single of the game, keeps the inning going for the Soda Springs Cardinals. And another base knock could keep things moving along for Soda Springs as Cooper Evans will step up. She already has 1 base hit today, and as the pitcher of record will be wanting to aid her own cause. Pitch swung on. That's back up the middle. First pitch swinging by Cooper Evans. Ball back in quickly. It'll keep Cheyenne Dominguez at second base. But the Cardinals with back-to-back hits with 2 outs and a late rally starting as Morgan Wood, who also has a single to her credit, steps up. Cooper at first base. Pitch for a strike at the letters. Moves it to 0-1 on Morgan Wood. Cheyenne Dominguez at second base. Decent speed at second. Good speed at first. Ball in the gap, could score 2. This ball slapped foul down the third base line. Just stayed outside of the third base bag, and it goes to 0-2. Looked like this was going to be a fast inning for Brittany Beckstead. But instead, the Cardinals have extended it with a pair of 2-out singles. But now with 2 strikes against Morgan Wood, she's going to have to battle. Pitch swung on, fouled off way back beyond us and over towards the baseball field. That's caddy corner. And the count will stay at 0-2 with 2 outs. Hallie Evans waits on deck. She's 1 for 2. In fact, the only Cardinals yet to get a hit are the bottom of the order. And reach base, I should say, is there are 3 Cardinals without a hit. Ball in the dirt misses as the ball is going to be sent back to the pitcher Beckstead instead of trying to catch one of the runners leaking off their bases. And the count just goes to 1-2. 6-6 game as the pitch just a bit high misses and the count goes to 2-2. Said Evans waits on deck trying to help her sister out. Cooper Evans is over at first base. 2-2 count, matching the number of Morgan Wood. Wears number 22 with 2 outs. Deuce is wild. Pitch to the plate, taken up by the head of Wood, and the count goes to 3-2. And Wood, using that size to her advantage, using the good eye that she's shown this season to her advantage, has it back to a full count. Payoff pitch with 2 outs. Upstairs again, and after falling behind 0-2, the count will result in a Davis repair walk for Morgan Wood, and she makes her way down to first base. That's the first walk surrendered by Brittany Beckstead today, and the base is now full of Cardinals, all with 2 outs. Hallie Evans singled her first time up, flew out to right field her second time up. will step in. And the first pitch of this at-bat inside misses. It's quickly retrieved by Ravston, and the count will go to 1-0. Go-ahead run stands just 60 feet away in Cheyenne Dominguez. Cardinals looking to answer back to 5 unanswered runs by the Pirates, scored in the bottom of the second and bottom of the third. Another pitch to the plate swung on. That's loped into left field again. 1 run will score. Cooper Evans waved home, and she's going to score without a throw. Pirates go instead to second base. It's a 2 RBI single again for Hallie Evans as she brings her sister home, and the Cardinals take an 8-6 lead, answering right back. 8-6 on the Caribou Memorial Hospital scoreboard. And with Allie Schultz coming up to the plate, she's 0 for 2, looking to change that idea. And she's going to smack one to left field that's 5 feet foul to the left of the line. Haley Downs waits on deck. Again, Schultz and Downs, the only 2 yet to get a hit. Schultz is struck out swinging and grounded out to short. Morgan Wood with fantastic speed at second. Hallie Evans, good base runner at first. And a pitch for a strike down the middle of the plate, moves it to 0-2 on Allie Schultz, and she's way behind in the count. 2 outs still. All this has been done with 2 outs as 4 straight Cardinals have reached the bases on 3 hits and a single. 9 hits in the game for the Cardinals so far, and Schultz checks her swing, holds up, and wisely does so as the count goes to 1-2. She flinched, but did not go around. Steps back to the right-handed box again. Becksted's pitch swung on and missed. And again, Schultz goes down on strikes as the Cardinals do strike for 2. We head to the bottom of the 4th inning. It's a 8-6 lead on the Caribou Memorial Hospital scoreboard, and the Cardinals will try and staunch the bleeding as they've given up a run in every inning to the West Side Pirates. We head to the bottom of the 4th next on your home for Caribou County Athletics.
Caribou County Athletics are being brought to you by Bear River Head Start, where they are now accepting applications for preschool. Call 435-755-0181 and enroll your 3 or 4-year-old children today.
Here's a look at some of your Lalaton's food specials for the week of May 11th through the 17th in Soda Springs. Seedless watermelons are just 29 cents a pound. 1-pound packages of fresh strawberries are at $1.19 each. Willamette Valley tenderloin steaks are $7.99 a pound, and Atlantic salmon fillets are $7.99 a pound. If you're still looking for a gift for Mother's Day, they also can help you there as they have flower arrangements, chocolates, and candy. That's all at Lalaton's in Soda Springs. This presentation of Caribou County Athletics is being brought to you by Ricky Wood and Gate City Real Estate. Call Ricky today at 208-547-7012 and let her help you find your way home. Soda Springs up by 2 runs as they answer back after the Pirates tie the game up and have given themselves the lead back as they strike for 2 runs with 2 outs in the top of the 4th inning. As we head to the bottom of the 4th, the West Side Pirates will have the top of their order coming up. Josie Mejia, Cassie Chug, and Mari Wade. And those 3 batters have so far gone 2 for 4, reached base 4 times, and driven in 3 runs, as well as scoring a pair of runs themselves. So it's been a deadly part of the lineup for Cooper Evans to work her way through. We'll see how the Pirates handle her as they'll step back up to the plate. Just trying to, again, give Brittany Beckstead a little bit of relief. She's thrown 94 pitches through 4 innings as the Cardinals have made her work twice in a 40-pitch first inning and a 24-pitch 4th inning. Anytime you get above 20 pitches, that's when you're really being worked by a team. As the pitch to the plate by Cooper Evans is taken for a strike by Josie Mejia, and she finds herself down in the count 0-1. Pirates have scored in every inning so far. Scored 3 in the last frame. 2 of those, however, were unearned. They've scored 3 unearned runs so far out of the 6 they've put up as the pitch misses inside and the count goes to 1-1. Mejia wears the number 12 on her back. Shortstop for the West Side Pirates. Made a couple of putouts so far. Also has 2 errors in the game. And the pitch to her is upstairs and taken for a ball as the count goes to 2-1. Only 1 hit batter so far today, but there have been 4 walks between the 2 pitchers. Cooper Evans surrendering 3 of those. All those came back in the first inning as the pitch fouled off by Mejia, and the count goes to 2-2 with nobody out, just leading off the bottom of the 4th inning. Evans steps back into the circle. She rolls the ball around her hand. Outfield playing straight up, shifted slightly to the left. And a pitch inside, scooped up in the dirt by Taylor Myers as the count goes to 3-2. Cassidy Chug on deck is 0 for 2. Mari Wade is 1 for 1. Mejia 1 for 1 coming into this. Reach base with a walk, and she'll have her second Davis Repair walk of the game, forced surrendered by Cooper Evans. And on 6 pitches, she's able to earn a trip down to first base. And the Pirates will bring the tying run to the plate with Cassidy Chug as she'll look to try and take that caller away from her neck. She's gone 0 for 2 so far. Last at bat worked for 6 pitches, though, before popping out to the catcher, Taylor Myers. That all with a 1-2 count. As a pitch inside catches the zone, the count goes to 0-1. Chug with the hair spread out beyond the helmet behind her. Takes a swing. That ball's popped up again, and Daniels able to track it down and put it away. Stepped in first to too much at first, I should say, and then put it down for out number 1. And the runner at first base, and Josie Mejia will have to stand back there again. Mari Wade comes up. She homered her last time up with nobody on base. That made it a 6-4 game at the time. She'll stride back to the right-handed box once again. Wade with the white ribbon in the back of her hair takes a first pitch, and that catches the zone for a strike, and the count goes to 0-1. Over on the other field, 3-1. Malad on top as that game in the bottom of the 5th inning. Malad looking to try and shock the host Bears and give themselves a chance to host at home tomorrow. Pitch downstairs missing, and the count goes to 1-1. No, West Side, talking to their coach, was hoping to have another shot at the Dragons, but right now, unless the Bears can make a comeback and the Pirates can make a comeback, neither of those could happen. As the pitch missing away moves the count to 2-1 to Mari Wade. Walk led off the inning. That was Josie Mejia, who stands on first. Wade walked her first time up. Was stranded at third base, brought herself around with a home run the last time, and now takes the pitch off the outside as it goes to 3-1. Cardinals outfield for Wade, still playing straight up, way back at the fences. Morgan Wood almost playing on the fence. As this pitch way outside gets away from everybody, but it was ball 4 anyway, so the runners just go up one base path each, and it's a Davis Repair walk to put runners on first and second for Chadley Hedworth. Hedworth walked her first time up, grounded out to second in her last at-bat on a 3-1 count. For the West Side Pirates, they've had 10 base runners in the game so far. As Cooper Evans fires a pitch slapped towards second again. It'll be picked up by Skinner. She throws on to first to get the easy out. And on one pitch, Chadley Hedworth is set down. And that brings up Cambry Robinson, who has so far struck out twice, once looking and once swinging. She'll look to try and put something in play. Tying run stands at second base with West Side down 8-6 on the Caribou Memorial Hospital scoreboard. They've scored in every inning so far. Cardinals trying to reverse that trend as Cooper Evans' first pitch bounced up, and the count goes to 1-0. Cambry saw 5 pitches her last time at the plate. She's seen 9 pitches overall from the younger Evans. Second straight inning that she stepped up to the plate. Big open gap on the right field side if she goes opposite field as the Cardinals shifted that way as the ball fouled down the third base line, evens it up at 1-1. So far, Cooper Evans, after the 2 pitches in this at-bat, has thrown 92 pitches in the game. So her pitch count on the rise. Hallie Evans is available to come in if she has the opportunity. Cambry awaits the pitch. 1-2 pitch swung on. A weak foul ball that's snagged again by a leaping Cheyenne Daniels. The Cardinals will strand a pair of Pirates on the base paths, and for the first time, the Pirates can't strike as we head to the top of the 5th inning. Brought to you by Bear Lake Drug after this on KBRV The Co-op and online at mylocalradio.com.
This presentation of Caribou County Athletics is being brought to you by Troy Young Plumbing and Heating. Call 208-221-0581 for all your plumbing needs, including new installs and remodels, repairs, furnace installation, and more.
Imagine a mining company who nurtures butterflies. At Monsanto, we plant wildflower seeds on recently mined land. The flowers support a thriving butterfly population, which then feeds small birds, who are in turn hunted by eagles and hawks. By paying attention to nature's detail, Monsanto sustains a broader ecosystem. That's one reason why 6 federal and state agencies have honored us with their highest award for excellence in annual operations. Monsanto. Imagine.
The Soda Springs Cardinals still holding on to a lead as they have an 8-6 advantage. Other than when the game was tied at 6-6, they've led this game throughout as they have been able to muster up 8 runs against Brittany Beckstead. 6 of those runs have been earned on 9 hits, and they've gotten the benefit of 3 errors by the Westside Pirates to aid them along as well. It'll be Haley Downs to lead things off before flipping it over to Taylor Myers and Cheyenne Daniels. Downs, a right-handed batter for the Lady Cardinals, steps in. She has struck out and grounded out in her 2 plate appearances so far. First pitch to her is on the inside corner for a strike. Count to 0-1. Beckstead to 95 pitches now with that pitch across the plate. And this one chopped up the middle. Off the glove of Josie Mejia. She stabbed at it, and it's an error on the shortstop for her 3rd of the game. And the 4th error on the Westside Pirates. Had an easy play at it, was there in time, but stabbed at the ball. And the Cardinals will see a pinch runner come out. Alicia Delaware will come onto the base pass and replace Haley Downs. A bit more speed for the Cardinals down at first as that brings up Taylor Myers. She's 1 for 2. Was hit by a pitch. Scored in that first inning after that. Singled, scored after stealing 2 bases in the second, and flew out in the 3rd. 4th at-bat coming here in the top of the Bear Lake Drug 5th inning. Bear Lake Drug is a small-town pharmacy. It gives you world-class service and a proud sponsor of Cardinal Athletics. Beckstead's first pitch, bunted at. Myers gets it out in front of home plate well. Throw over to first base late. And up to third base trying to move up is Alicia Delaware, and she's safe as the tag is missed. And everybody is safe as the Cardinals will take a couple of bases. It's an infield single for Taylor Myers, and then as the ball was thrown around, everybody continues to move up a few more base paths, and the Cardinals have runners now at 2nd and 3rd with nobody out. And the meat of the lineup coming to the plate as Cheyenne Daniels will step forward. Daniels is 1 for 3 as a bump put down and missed foul back behind us, or back to the screen in front of us, I should say, as the count goes to 0-1. Daniels struck out swinging her last time up. Needs to put the ball in play in order to bring home one of those runs on the base paths. Beckstead up over 100 pitches with this one. Sees this one grounded towards 3rd. Play is going to be over towards 1st, scooped up by Hedworth. And the RBI ground out is successful for Daniels. And the Cardinals will add another run to their tally. It is now a 9-6 game. And up to 3rd base goes Taylor Myers. Haley Ledbetter will stride to the plate. Right-handed batter for the Cardinals is 0 for 3. She'll swing and foul a pitch back as the count goes to 0-1. On deck is Cheyenne Dominguez. She's the only Cardinal so far to reach base all 3 times with balls in play. She's 2 for 3, has reached on an error as well. Ledbetter looks, shows bump, puts it down right in front of home plate. Play is going to be over to 1st, and keeping the foot on the bag is the second baseman, Cambry Robinson. It's another successful RBI bunt, though, and the Cardinals score another run. And with the bases clear, it brings up Cheyenne Dominguez. Cardinals now with a 10-6 lead. A couple more runs brought to you by Ricky Wood and Gate City Real Estate. Call 208-547-7012. Another pair of runs coming across the plate, and with the first pitch to Cheyenne Dominguez, it's a strike on the outside corner, and the count goes to 0-1. Cardinals now with that 4-run cushion. Could be big as this game enters the waning innings as another pitch misses off the plate, and the count goes to 1-1. 10-6 on the Caribou Memorial Hospital scoreboard. Another pitch for a strike, moves it to 1-2. Again, Dominguez has reached base every time in the game so far. But in danger with the count against her, 1-2. Pitch to the plate, swung on, foul down the line as Dominguez, a strong swing, sends one scorching but foul. Down the third base side, and Dominguez will step in again. Ball retrieved back into the field of play, handed back to the umpire as Beckstead gets the brand new ball. And a pitch to the plate for Dominguez, fouled off again down the third base side. And the count remains 1-2. We'll see at least one more pitch. Already seen 5 in this at-bat, a couple of foul balls keeping it alive. As Dominguez looks out, pitch to the plate, swung on, popped up on the infield. Cambry Robinson fighting the sun, puts it away, and for the first time today, Cheyenne Dominguez is set down. The Cardinals do strike for another pair of runs, though, and they lead it 10-6 on the Caribou Memorial Hospital scoreboard. We will return as well back after this on KBRV, the Co-op, and online at mylocalradio.com.
This presentation of Caribou County Athletics is being brought to you by State Farm Insurance of Montpelier, Idaho. State Farm is here to help life go right. Call Scott at 208-847-0141 for personal service.
Let technology make life a little easier and give you peace of mind about your home. With affordable security and smart home options, SilverStar makes it easy to take the first step. Keep an eye on what's important to you and be able to act before an incident becomes an emergency. You're in good hands when you choose SilverStar. We've been bringing cutting-edge technology and star treatment customer service to Eastern Idaho and Western Wyoming for nearly 70 years. Call us today and ask about our starter security and smart home packages.
Welcome back once more to the home of the home of the District 5 Championships. Cardinals, the road team in this one, as they take on the Westside Pirates in a neutral field game. As Soda Springs looking to try and hold on to a 4-run lead. They did have a 5-run lead at one point in time, but the Westside Pirates came back in that one. That just took them an inning and a half to do. As the loser of this game, done for the tournament and done for the season. And both sides not wanting to let that happen. Westside will send Brittany Beckstead up to the plate to lead things off. She'll be followed by Grace Montez and by Kelsey Moyle. Those three started a rally with 2 outs in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Here in the bottom of the 5th inning, brought to you by Bear Lake Drug, the small town pharmacy with world-class service. They'll be trying to start another rally to get things started. Beckstead is 1 for 2 so far. The right-hander steps into the box, and first pitch from Cooper Evans is inside for a strike. 0-1 the count goes. Grace Montez is 2 for 2 behind her. Kelsey Moyle is 1 for 2. And then Jessica Raston is 0 for 2, rounds out the 4 in the bottom of the order. As Beckstead again looks out, the 0-1 pitch is taken for a ball in the dirt. The count goes to 1-1. Cooper Evans up to 95 pitches. She's also starting to see the pitch count rise. Beckstead's thrown 105 pitches today. As Evans rocks, fires, and the pitch is swung on, and the bat flies out of the hands and breaks on a foul ball. And the count goes to 1-2. As talk about things you don't see, a bat breaks in half. As where the seal was, it just popped in half. And with a 1-2 count, Brittany Beckstead will have to come back to the plate again. As that bat just sheared off. You want to talk about things you've never seen before. There's something I've never seen before. As Beckstead will have to get a brand new bat and step back into the right side with a 1-2 count facing her. Pitch to the plate, upstairs, and forcing Beckstead to bend out of the way, moves the count to 2-2. Over at first base, one of the coaches for Westside smiling and grinning as well. As again, that's something I'm sure not many people here at all have seen. There's another pitch in the dirt, moves the count full. It's 3-2. And Beckstead will again step to the right side. 3-1 still over on the other field with Malad at the plate in the top of the 6th inning. Here it's a 10-6 game as Beckstead hit by a pitch inside. That's the first batter that Cooper Evans has hit today. Puts a leadoff runner on base for the Westside Pirates as Beckstead will run for herself. That one just caught her in the back of the calf, and they'll make sure she's okay down at the first base line. So walks and stretches it out, and it brings up Grace Montez, 2 for 2 with a pair of singles so far today. (10-6) as we continue to wait for Beckstead to say she's ready. As she wanders around on that side of the field. Heading to the bottom of the 6th inning on the other field, Bear Lake is going to have 2 more chances to try and come back. They still trail 3-1 on the scoreboard at that field. Here it's 10-6. A high offensive game between these two sides once again. Combined 16 runs. As Grace Montez steps in, the first pitch to her bounces away. Beckstead stays at first base and the count goes to 1-0. The ball bounced away but went right back towards Taylor Myers after kicking off of the foot, or kicking off of the dirt and the holes in the sand in front of Grace Montez. Evans to the plate again, misses inside and low again. She's starting to get stuck inside that same spot. This will be pitch number 101 coming up for Cooper Evans as she steps back up. Hair starting to loop off behind her. And she's been out there for a while. She was complaining about the heat earlier, as that can be tough when you're out there wearing dark colors on a sunny day when you've been used to a winter that has been a little bit colder than most. 3-0 pitch to Montez. Nobody out, and this pitch right down the heart of the plate for a strike moves it to 3-1. Montez taken all the way on that pitch. We'll see what she does here and how she approaches the at-bat on 3-1. As right now you need runs if you're West Side, down by 4 on the Caribou Memorial Hospital scoreboard in the bottom of the 5th inning. Pitch to the plate, bounces to the plate, and it's another walk brought to you by Davis Repair. Number 6 given up by Cooper Evans, and it puts runners at first and second. And Coach Wade Schwanevelt will make his way out to the circle, as we'll see what his decision-making is going to lead to. He does have Hallie Evans once again to bring in if he wants to, as he's talking to Cooper Evans, and I'm sure the conversation is, can you do it? Are you ready for this? Can you make it, and can you fight through this, and can you throw strikes? Because we can't be giving up the free passes. She's given up 7 free passes so far in the game. So he'll leave, and Cardinals will stick with Cooper Evans in the circle as the team once again gathers around her, and Coach Schwanevelt saunters on over to the right side. As the Cardinals dugout lined up along the first base side of the field here in Montpelier, Idaho. 10-0, but a runner on first and a runner on second for the West Side Pirates with nobody out. Kelsey Moyle, who's 1 for 2 with a single and reached on an error, stepping up to the plate. Moyle singled and came around to score with 1 out in the 2nd inning. One of the 2 runs scored in that frame was brought home by Josie Mejia. Nobody out, and the first pitch to her is inside, missing for a ball. Count goes to 1-0. 4-run edge for the Cardinals, but in softball that can change quickly. There's another pitch to the plate. Missing inside again. Count goes to 2-0. And Montez now, or excuse me, Kelsey Moyle now with a good hitter's count. Was left at third base in the 3rd inning after putting the ball in play and reaching on an error. Here fouls one off to the right side and is picked up in foul territory by Ledbetter as she secures the pop-up. And a big out recorded by the Cardinals, with Jessica Ravston, who's 0 for 2, coming up to the plate. Ravston, another right-hander, is 0 for 2 today so far. Still at first and second are the Pirate runners. His first pitch from Evans is going to be in the dirt. Moving up on the play are both Pirate batters and base runners, and now a ball in play would bring them home as that moves the count to 1-0. Ravston with a hitter's count at 1-0, 1 out. As Evans' pitch bounces up again, that also gets past Taylor Myers, and instead of coming home, Beckstead remains at third base as she didn't want to risk it. Pirates already had 1 batter thrown out trying to score. That was when Beckstead was at the plate, so wisely holding up and not trying to score with not much room behind home plate in the backstop here in Montpelier at the softball fields. 10-6 on the Caribou Memorial Hospital scoreboard. That's the count at 2-0. Pitch touches the zone for a strike, and count moves, I believe, to 2-1. Two-one count. Ravston awaits the pitch inside again, scooped up by Myers. They'll go back to Beckstead. The ball gets away from Cheyenne Daniels, though, and it just dives into the dirt. And another timeout's going to be called as Ravston steps out. Now back into the right side. Evans winds, fires. This pitch swung on and chopped foul down the third base side, and the count goes full. Second and third still for the West Side Pirates, down by 4. Mejia waits on deck. She should get a chance at the plate, assuming no double play is put out. Brittany Beckstead stands at third. Grace Montez at second. Cardinal outfield shifted to the left, playing deep in left field. A little bit more shallow and right, guarding the line with Alicia Delaware in the game there. Ball pounced up the middle, gets past the glove of Cooper Evans. It's bobbled in the middle of the infield, and everybody's going to be safe. That's a single for Jessica Ravston as no throw was attempted, and it's an RBI. And the Pirates put runners onto the corners. As they score their 7th run, it's now a 3-run game. And it brings up the top of the order as well. Mejia is 1 for 1 and has walked twice. She's got a 2 RBI double. A pinch runner will be sent out for Ravston, the catcher. And coming out as that pinch runner for the West Side Pirates is number 10. That's J.C. Robinson. Mejia waits. As I said, yet to be retired today as Cooper Evans winds, fires, and the pitch catches the zone for a strike. The count goes to 0-1. 21 pitch in this inning now for Cooper Evans. She's up to 114 in the game. So starting to really see that fatigue maybe be a factor as another pitch popped up and fouled back towards the press box and towards the box back behind us. And the count goes now to 0-2 on Mejia. And a chance for chance for Evans to get a big out number 2 with maybe the punch out. Runners on the corners. Pirates have not tried to move up that runner at first with a stolen base. Pitch is upstairs and away. Now they will, as Robinson will take second. And that's a stolen base for the West Side Pirates. First stolen base since the first inning of play. And the count goes to 1-2. Now a ball in play by Mejia should score 1, as the Cardinals have been consistently taking that easy out at first. The pitch missing inside goes to 2-2 with the count. Down low as well. And it brings up a tough pitch in a tough situation. Mejia battling back from down 0-2, back to even at 2. Cooper Evans pitch way up and out, and the count goes to 3-2. She's starting to try and aim, it looks like, and a walk would load the bases for Cassidy Chugg, who's 0 for 3. He's popped out twice and struck out, but the more dangerous bat's on deck with Mari Wade behind her. Mejia waits the 3-2 pitch. Payoff pitch slapped foul, and that goes off of the runner who was in foul territory. It caught the foot of Grace Montez. And Montez got drilled, and she'll have to wander back into the grass to make sure she's okay. It caught her on the left foot. And lucky for her that she was in foul territory. If she was in fair territory, that would have been an out, as it would have hit the batter in fair territory on a live ball. But instead she was in foul territory, so no out here in the bottom of the fifth. Fifth inning again being brought to you by Bear Lake Drug, and the Pirates threatening with only 1 away. Runners at second and third, and a good bat, and Josie Mejia at the plate with a full count. 3-2, first base is open. On the other field, it's gone to the top of the 7th inning. 2 outs and still a 3-1 lead for Malad. We'll keep you posted on who wins that one. Pitch here on payoff pitch. That's slapped into left field. A sinking line drive speared by Wood. And back to the bag goes Kelsey Moyle. Grace Montez. Josie Mejia caught all of it, but a good roving play made by Morgan Wood, who's done that twice in back-to-back games now, keeps the inning where it's at, 10-7, with Cassidy Chug coming up to the plate. Bottom of the fifth, 10-7, a 3-run lead for the the Cardinals. Chug is 0 for 3, as I said, has popped out twice and struck out in her first at-bat. Looking to make contact and put something in place, skips out of the way of a pitch, and if she bends and takes that one, you get on first base and you set it up for Mari Wade with the bases loaded. Remember, getting hit by a pitch is just as good as a walk sometimes. But a lot of times it can be tough for somebody to stand in there and take a pitch. You don't want to get hit as another pitch upstairs misses and the count goes to 2-0. And again, Cooper Evans struggling to find the zone. Outfield still shifted to that left side. Alicia Delaware playing off of the line now. Still a big gap in right center field. Pitch to the plate. Swung on and chopped at by Chug. She swung at ball 3. Ball up in the zone. Count goes to 2-1 instead with 2 outs in the bottom of your Bear Lake Drug 5th inning. Chug strides back to the right box. Cooper Evans looks in. Rocks, winds, and the pitch inside corner for a strike. Now it's 2-2. And 1 run's come across, and that might be all, as Cooper Evans is tiptoeing around the leadoff hit batsman and a leadoff walk. She had runners on first and second with nobody out. Since then, she got a pop out, a line out, giving up a single. Now a 2-2 pitch coming up to the batter at the plate. Gets away from Taylor Myers as it was in the dirt, but the count goes full instead at 3-2, and Cassidy Chug will have a payoff pitch coming her way. Again, a big bat and a dangerous bat on deck in Mari Wade, who's already got a home run today. You know she'd love to come up with the bases juiced. 3-2 pitch to Chug. Tough position to be in when your team's down. You want to do something, but a walk is just as good as anything else. Pitch swung on and chopped in the middle of no man's land. It's a fair ball. No, they're going to say foul. And everybody will have to head back to where they're from. As the ball ended up in the field of play, but was off with a foot of Cassidy Chug. Tried to play it off that it didn't hit her, and the umpire says, "No, I saw that hit your foot." Chug steps back in. 3-2 delivery once again. Pitch number 7 of the at-bat. Here in the bottom of the 5th inning with 2 outs. It's inside, chopped foul again, and we'll see an 8th pitch. Good battle developing here for Chug as she's seeing Cooper Evans for the 4th time. She's had better at-bats and better plate appearances every single time at the plate as she's gone on through this game, and continuing to do that as we work in the bottom of the 5th inning. Waves the bat over her right shoulder, now gets set as Evans' pitch to the plate is swung on and missed, and down goes Chug swinging. Another strikeout for Cooper Evans. It's number 4 in the game, and the Soda Springs Cardinals will avoid giving up the big inning to the West Side Pirates. It's still a 10-7 lead for Soda Springs as we head to inning number 6 on KBRV The Co-op and online at mylocalradio.com.
This presentation of Caribou County Athletics is being brought to you by Arctic Circle of Soda Springs, where you can get burgers made from premium Black Angus beef, as well as fries and onion rings with their delicious fry sauce. Be sure to top it all off with a soft serve cone piled high and dipped with their delicious chocolate topping.
Whether it's warm outside and you need an air conditioning system, or cold outside and you need a new natural gas furnace, Reed's Plumbing and Heating has what you need to keep your family comfortable, and there's never been a better time to convert to natural gas. With great service and expertise, Reed's is your all-weather friend in southeastern Idaho. Call us today, 208-547-4466, and we'll get right to work making your home comfortable and cozy. That's Reed's Plumbing and Heating at 208-547-4466. Natural gas, it's worth asking for.
Top of the 6th inning coming up on KBRV The Co-op and online at mylocalradio.com in a 10-7 ball game between the Soda Springs Lady Cardinals and the West Side Lady Pirates. It's been an entertaining game to say the least, as the Cardinals have been able to keep a lead intact. They've scored a pair of runs in the 2nd inning, the 4th inning, and the 5th inning. And after that 4-run first inning, have continued to put pressure onto Brittany Beckstead, who returns to the circle with 105 pitches. Cardinals will be sending up the bottom half of their order: Cooper Evans, Morgan Wood, and Hallie Evans. They were part of a big 2-out rally back in the 4th inning as the Cardinals were able to strike for a pair after the first 2 batters that inning went down quickly. Cooper Evans singled in that inning and came around to score. The first pitch fouled off by Evans, and the count goes to 0-1. 106 pitches. That's the 6th. And a pitch from Beckstead is swung on and fouled the other way. Evans a bit early on that one, and the count goes to 0-2. Beckstead's given up 10 hits to the Cardinals, walked 1 and hit a batter. She's also seen 3 unearned runs come across the plate. There's a pitch swung on, popped up on the infield. Mari Wade calls it off, and she puts it away. And a simple pop out on 3 pitches is enough to record the first out of the top of the 6th inning as Morgan Wood will come to the plate. She's 1 for 2. Reached base all 3 times as she reached on a drop third strike, has walked in a single. Pitch is swung on. This is chopped foul down the first base line, and the count goes to 0-1. On the other field, it's still a 2-run game as the Westside Pirates, the Malad Dragons continue to lead the Bear Lake Lady Bears in the bottom of the 7th inning. Here, top of the 6th, we'll see Wood swing and miss at strike number 2. The count goes to 0-2 on Wood, and Beckstead again looking like she might be on her way to another quick inning. Ball chopped foul down the third base line. We'll keep it at 0-2 with only 1 out in the top of the 6th. Beckstead will be facing Evans next. Hallie Evans has 4 of the RBIs for the Cardinals. She's hoping to have more runners on base ahead of her. She's 2 for 3 as another ball popped up to the right side. Cambria Robinson puts it away, and a couple of weak pop-outs greeting the Cardinals out of the gate here in the top of the 6th with Hallie Evans coming up. Evans does have a stolen base, also has those 2 singles, as I said, and has brought home a couple of runs, 4 of them, in fact. Still yet to score herself. First pitch to her, that slap to the right side, that's going to get down, and another base knock for Hallie Evans gets her 3rd base hit of the game. And the 11th hit for the Soda Springs Cardinals today, and another 2-out rally could be starting up as Allie Schwartz steps to the plate. Schwartz is 0 for 3, has struck out twice. Back into the lineup today after missing it yesterday with the flu as a ball misses upstairs, and a look down by Jessica Ravston to make sure that Evans does not leak too far off of that first base bag. Pitch is swung on, bounced over towards short. Mejia's up with it, long throw to first in time, and a ground out to shortstop will end the inning. The Cardinals go down with 4 batters seeing the plate. It takes 10 pitches for Brittany Beckstead. She's thrown 115 in the game, and we head to the bottom of the 6th, a 10-7 lead on the Caribou Memorial Hospital scoreboard for the Lady Cardinals on KBRV The Co-op and online with live video streaming at mylocalradio.com.
Caribou County Athletics on KBRV are brought to you by Bear Lake Dental, where their commitment is to provide you with the highest standard of personalized dental care in a gentle, efficient, and professional manner. Call 208-847-0153 to schedule your appointment with Bear Lake Dental.
Get it to go at Patterson Quick Stop in Soda Springs and Patterson Easy Way in Grace, Idaho. From pizza to potato wedges, from burritos to the jalapeno flavored corn dogs, from candy, clothing, car accessories, and fountain drinks, convenience is fun. And Patterson Quick Stop and Patterson Easy Way help to fill your needs conveniently. They have something for everyone: food, fuel, and fun at Patterson Quick Stop in Soda Springs and Patterson Easy Way in Grace. Right here, right now.
This presentation of Caribou County Athletics is being brought to you by Mountain States Insurance Company. Stop in for help with all of your insurance needs at 30 East, 2nd South next to Caribou Jacks in Soda Springs, or call 208-547-2141 and talk to an agent today. Welcome back out to Montpelier, Idaho on KBRV The Co-op and online at mylocalradio.com. Cooper Evans returning to the circle as she will start the bottom of the 6th inning with a 10-7 lead on the Caribou Memorial Hospital scoreboard for the Cardinals. As this has been where they've struggled lately, has been those 6th and 7th innings of holding on to those leads and not allowing teams to come back. This is also some place that the Malad Dragons have thrived in and putting runners back across the plate late in games when you're seeing pitchers or seeing relief pitchers come in. Either that or seeing a pitcher late in the pitch count like Cooper Evans is. Good spot in the order for the West Side Pirates. Wade, Hedworth, and Robinson. 3, 4, and 5 coming up as they look to try and muster a rally. They tied the game at 6 after trailing 6-1. Now they've trailed 10-6 and are looking to do so again as the score sits at 10-7 on the Caribou Memorial Hospital scoreboard. Wade has already hit a home run, is 1 for 1 with a pair of walks, and the first pitch to her misses low, and the count goes to 1-0. Evans will see her 130th pitch coming up as she rocks back, the laces on her glove waving in the air as she fires a pitch past Wade, and the count goes to 1-1. Cardinals trying to keep Hallie Evans fresh for the next game, assuming they get the win. With a 3-run cushion, you have a little bit of comfort keeping Cooper Evans out there, as it is not a tight affair. Ball misses. Count goes to 2-1 on Mari Wade as she'll stride back into the box. Nobody out, bottom of the 6th, just underway in this half of the inning as this ball misses outside again, and the count goes to 3-1. And Wade once more working the count. On the other field, Bear Lake has scored a run, making it interesting in the bottom of the 7th. It's 3-2. As Bear Lake trying to muster a rally there. Game could be going to extras there. 3-1 in a game that has been as close as these two teams have played all season. Cooper Evans will bounce one up, and that's ball 4. Mari Wade will get on base with another Davis repair walk, and again the dangerous bat taken out of her hands with the 7th walk surrendered by Cooper Evans, and it'll bring up Chadley Hedworth. Chadley, a left-handed batter who is 0 for 2 so far, a couple of groundouts to second. She's also walked. If you're the Pirates, you got to take advantage of the early runner on base and bring her around, as that'll be Hedworth putting that one up and fouling it off. Promise I would have made the catch if it wasn't for the netting above. And the count goes to 0-1. Hedworth will step back in. She's been swinging underneath pitches for the most part all game long, or been out in front. The left-hander looks out to Evans, and Cooper rocks winds this one off the outside corner, misses, and the count goes to 1-1. 3-2, as I said, over on the softball diamond. Bear Lake and Malad taking each other on. As Cooper again steps up to the circle, lifts up the hands, rocks, and the pitch bounced up to the plate, just snared by Taylor Myers, and the count swells to 2-1. And back into a hitter's count goes Chadley Hedworth. Cardinal offense has one more shot to add a few more runs on. You'd like not to need that, as Hedworth bats one off the end of the bat. It's hit over towards third, where it's speared on the soft liner by Cheyenne Daniels. She's gotten to do that quite a few times, and Mari Wade has to scramble back over to first base as she was starting to lean off of the bag, hoping to get away. Cardinals now 5 outs from closing this one out. Bottom of the 6th, 10-7. They lead by 3. Cambry Robinson, who's 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts, will come up. And the first pitch is fouled off. As the count goes to 0-1, and it looks like the Bear Lake Bears have tied the game up. It's all knotted at 3 with 2 outs in the bottom of the 7th on the field to our left. Cooper again will wind. This ball bounced up. That gets away from the catcher. Wade will be able to move up a base because of that. And the count goes to 1-1 on Robinson with 1 out. Now a base knock could score that run. Bear Lake, by the way, does have a runner on third base, as Evans will step back to the plate. Looks in. Robinson awaits, and the pitch to Robinson. Behind her, hits her on the back foot, and she's on base being hit by a pitch. And it puts runners at first and second. The second batter that Cooper Evans has hit, and it brings up Brittany Beckstead, who's 1 for 2 so far, reached base in her last 2 plate appearances. She was hit by a pitch, and she singled. She scored the run both times she's gotten on base. Only 1 out still. Runners at first and second, and the pitch at the letters calls the zone for a strike. 13 pitches in the inning, 141 now for Cooper Evans in the game, and we'll keep an eye on that pitch count as it continues to rise. Beckstead awaits. And this pitch swung on and missed. Beckstead underneath the pitch that rose up, then dropped down. She misread it, and the count goes to 0-2. On deck, Grace Montez, a batter who's yet to be retired, has walked and singled twice. And now Coach Ryan Wade brings Beckstead over to talk as they'll chat things over in the third base line. If they're having a conference, he'll send her back to the batter's box. Still while we look, keeping an eye on the score and counts over on the other field where Bear Lake has taken on Malad, tied at 3 in the bottom of the 7th. Here, Beckstead slaps one foul, just missing getting that one inside the bag. Daniels was there, so a play could have been made. But the count stays at 0-2 instead. And Beckstead strides back into the right-handed box. Pitch from Cooper Evans on the 0-2 delivery. Slap back up the middle. It goes off of her glove into no man's land, and everybody's safe as the bases are loaded. Cooper doesn't slap that ball. Then it might be a force out, as it looked like Hallie Evans might have been able to get there on a weak liner, but when Cooper got a piece of that ball, it forced Evans to have to retreat to another area of the field. Brings up Montez, who's 2 for 2. She'll swing, lifts one high in the air into left field. Morgan Woods back on it, puts it away. Runner will tag from third, and coming to score is Wade. Everybody moves up a bag on the sacrifice, and it is now a 10-8 game as Mari Wade will cross with the 8th run of the game for the West Side Pirates. Montez brings home a run. That's her first RBI of the game. And up to third base goes Robinson. Up to second base goes Beckstead. Tying run in scoring position for Kelsey Moyle, who's 1 for 3. Moyle singled back in the second inning and came around to score. Since then, she did put the ball in play and reached on an error in the third inning, but popped out to first base in foul territory in the last inning in the bottom of the 5th. Evans winds and fires. The pitch fouled off again by Moyle, and the count goes to 0-1. 2 outs, so just 1 out needed, but that tying run stands at second base for the West Side Pirates. As Evans will flip the ball back and forth between her glove and her hand. She's throwing 18 pitches in the inning, 146 in the game. Evans rocks back, winds, and the ball bounced up. That hit Moyle, and she'll head down to first base, and the bases are loaded. And Jessica Ravston comes up to the plate. Coach Schwanevelt still sticking with his pitcher. Ravston, 1 for 3 so far, singled her last time up to bring home a run. 1 run already across for the West Side Pirates, 10-8 on the Caribou Memorial Hospital scoreboard. Crunch time for the Cardinals and for the Pirates. This is where you really have to dig down deep and figure out who just wants to win this game more. Ravston waits the first pitch. That's inside. That hits her. And it forces in a run. And it's a 1-run lead for the Cardinals as the West Side Pirates still have the bases loaded. And now Coach Schwanevelt will come out, and I believe this will see a pitching change happening. And you got to guess it's going to be Hallie Evans coming in, but a dangerous situation to come in too. We're going to take a break as there will be a pitching change. Back with more on KBRV, the Co-op, and online at mylocalradio.com. Hallie Evans will be firing them away for the Cardinals when we return on your home for Cardinal Athletics. Cardinals leading 10-9 on the Caribou Memorial Hospital scoreboard.
This presentation of Caribou County Athletics is being brought to you by Crop Production Services of Bancroft. Call 208-648-7891 to learn how to get the best production out of your crops.
When the time comes, you'll want true compassion balanced with clinical care for your mom or dad, grandma, or grandpa. Edgewood Assisted Living Center in Soda Springs provides a warm, caring, and secure environment for individuals who need medication assistance, healthy meals, and assistance with daily activities. You can help by introducing them to our Assisted Living Center. Come on in for a tour and consultation. Find out about our monthly move-in specials and respite visits. Furnished suites are available. Call 208-547-0257. 24/7. The Edgewood Assisted Living Center in Soda Springs, Idaho, a place to call home.
Hi, I'm Todd Hunziker. Most dealers focus on the experience you have just a few moments that you're in their store. At Hunziker Ford, we want to keep you happy forever, and to prove it, we offer warranty forever at no cost to you. So here's the deal. All you have to do is follow the maintenance schedule on virtually anything you buy from us, and the expensive powertrain components are covered forever. That's Todd Hunziker Ford, just east of Lava Hot Springs on Highway 30. It's just that simple.
This presentation of Caribou County Athletics is being brought to you by Mountain States Insurance Company. Stop in for help with all of your insurance needs at 30 East, 2nd South next to Caribou Jacks in Soda Springs, or call 208-547-2141 and talk to an agent today. It's Hallie Evans on to the circle for the Soda Springs Cardinals with the top of the lineup coming up. Josie Mejia with 2 outs in the bottom of the 6th inning will take a first pitch for a strike from Hallie Evans, and the count goes to 0-1. Mejia's 1 for 2, a double and 2 walks today, has driven in a pair, and with the bases loaded, sees the tying run at third base. Evans will look in, and the junior fires a pitch that skips in front of Mejia, and the count goes to 1-1. Final line score for Cooper Evans, 8 hits, 7 walks. She hit 4 batters as well. 9 runs against her. That could be added as all 3 runners on base could be cards to her as a pitch misses inside again, and the count goes to 2-1. 5 of the 9 runs have been earned runs by the West Side Pirates. As a baseball bouncing into the field of play will be fielded by Taylor Myers and gotten back out of play. And the count stays at 2-1 as we'll have to redo it as time was called. Evans will rock 2-1 delivery inside as well, and now it's 3-1. And you're in real danger if you're the Soda Springs Cardinals of walking in the tying run with Cassidy Chug on deck. Pirates do still have the bottom of the 7th regardless if they don't strike here. They've already made it close, and they will strike here as this pitch doesn't even threaten the zone, and the first batter she faces is a walk from Hallie Evans. 10-10 on the Caribou Memorial Hospital scoreboard with 3 runs scoring in the inning on just 1 hit. A walk and 3 hit batters as well. 2 walks, and 3 hit batters, and Cassidy Chug will come up to the plate. And right now, Hallie Evans has to find that zone. A tie ball game here. 4 runs for the West Side Pirates have been scored in the 5th and 6th innings. First pitch to Chug, swung on and missed, and the count goes to 0-1. 9th batter of the inning for the West Side Pirates. 2 outs already in the inning for the Cardinals. So they just need to get the 1 more as it's a tie ball game on the Caribou Memorial Hospital scoreboard. Chug slaps one. It's picked up by Cheyenne Daniels, and she eats it. Doesn't get the ball to anybody. She just ate it, and it's a single for Cheyenne Daniels, who looked behind her instead of making a throw, and the West Side Pirates on an infield single will take the lead. 11-10, and Beckstead will have a chance to win this one in the bottom of the top of the 7th if she can just keep the Cardinals from scoring. And now you're really in danger with Mari Wade, who is maybe the most dangerous batter in the district, coming up to the plate. Definitely in the top 5 batters in the district. Number 3 batter in their order. She's 1 for 1 today with 3 walks and a home run. Takes the first pitch for a strike. Wade's walked 3 times already today. She's got a home run. That's her lone hit. She sent one over the fence in left field. Here, slaps one just foul down the line and left. Too far out in front, but she was on it, and the Pirates were just about ready to clear the bases there. Cardinals shifting to the left side, playing deep in the outfield. As with an 0-2 count, Mari Wade will try and keep the hopes of this team alive and keep them adding some runs on. 11-10, they lead right now on the Caribou Memorial Hospital scoreboard. Cardinals in the top of the 7th, as a baseball gets into the field of play, will be having Alicia Delaware lead things off, and Taylor Myers and Cheyenne Daniels will follow. So a good chance for the Cardinals if they can get that leadoff runner on. But you do have to get 1 run right now, and it could be more. 0-2 count still on Mari Wade. Evans pitch to the plate, swung on, fouled off by Wade, and the count stays at 0-2 again. Evans came in a difficult situation. Bases loaded with 2 outs and trying to limit the damage to her sister. Pitch to Wade. Is behind her, gets past Cooper Evans, who's moved into the catching position. She gets to it quickly and keeps everybody where they're at. And we'll see a 1-2 pitch coming up. Seven runs earned, 4 unearned by the Westside Pirates to get to their 11 runs. Pitch behind Wade again, and again, Cooper Evans quickly out of the crouch to get to it, and the count finds itself at 2-2. Still with 2 outs, and Deuce is wild once again. A lot of grimacing in that Cardinal dugout as they've given up a lead. As Wade gets one to hit, slaps it towards short, picking it up and going the short way to third base is Taylor Myers, and the 6-5 fielder's choice ends the inning. Cardinals give up 4 runs to the Westside Pirates, who snare themselves a 11-10 lead as we head to the top of the 7th inning. Cardinals with work to do. They need 1 on KBRV, the co-op, and online at mylocalradio.com. Keep with us as this one's turning into a good one. It's been a good one on KBRV, your home for Cardinal sports.
This production of Caribou County Athletics is being brought to you by London Drug and Grace, your good neighbor pharmacy, locally owned, locally loved.
If you're looking for live local sports, local news, weather, live classifieds, and free photo downloads, search no more. MyLocalRadio.com has what you want. Watch your teams live or browse the tens of thousands of photographs of Wyoming, Utah, and Idaho high school events, from speech and drama competitions, rodeo, an array of different athletics, activities, community events, and so much more. Visit MyLocalRadio.com today and find what you're looking for.
This presentation of Caribou County Athletics is being brought to you by Caribou Jack's Trading Company in Soda Springs, supplying you with everything for your home and your one-stop shop for all of your barbecue needs this spring and summer. Stop by at 50 East 2nd South in Soda Springs or call 208-547-4326 today.
Should be Haley Downs leading things off for the Lady Cardinals as Allie Schwartz grounded out, but Allie Schwartz will be stepping up to the right-handed batter's box for the Lady Cardinals. And the first pitch swung on and chopped foul down the left side as Haley Downs awaits on deck for the Lady Cardinals. Schwartz is 0 for 4. And a pitch to her is chopped foul again, and the count goes to 0-2. Pitch from Beckstead on 0-2, just misses up. And the count goes to 1-2 as Schwartz able to stay alive. 11-10 on the Caribou Memorial Hospital scoreboard. Westside coming back to take the lead as they've trailed all game. That 11-10 lead, their first one of the game, as another pitch misses. 2-2 the count to the leadoff batter for the Cardinals. And Schwartz slaps another one foul down the line. And the count stays at 2-2 once again. Haley Downs on deck. Taylor Myers will come up as well. And a 2-2 delivery again to the plate is taken upstairs for a ball, and the count goes to 3-2. And this would be big if the Cardinals can get Schwartz on base. 3-2 count. Pitch to the plate, swung on, foul down the left field side. That'll get out of play. And the count stays at 3-2 once again. Schwartz will step back into the right-handed box. Pitch to her. Taken just a bit high, and that should be ball 4. No, that's strike 3, excuse me. And Schwartz goes down looking. 6 strikeouts for Brittany Beckstead as she comes back, and on 7 pitches gets down Schwartz. Brings up Haley Downs. Bears, by the way, have tied it up at 4 in the last inning. As that one with 2 outs in the 8th, the ball bounced up the middle, picked up by Ralston. No, she can't. And an error on the second baseman is the 5th in the game by the Westside Pirates and puts a runner on to first for the Lady Cardinals. Brings up Taylor Myers. who is 2 for 3, has been hit by a pitch. You'll again see that pinch runner over there with Alicia De La Guerra making her way onto the first base bag. Taylor Myers steps up to the right-handed box and awaits the pitch as Beckstead to the plate, missing inside. Will see the count go to 1-0 on Myers. Tying run stands at first here in the top of the 7th inning. 11-10 on the Caribou Memorial Hospital scoreboard. The Lady Cardinals down after leading this game all the way through. Pitch slapped through the hole between second and third, and it's a one-out single for Taylor Myers. And Myers goes 3 for 4 on the day now and puts runners on first and second. And more importantly, puts that go-ahead run on the base paths for the Cardinals. Tying runs in scoring position. Beckstead's pitch to Cheyenne Daniels catches the inside corner for a strike as the count goes to 0-1. Beckstead's pitch up and away misses, and the count back to even at 1-1. 1 out and a 1-1 pitch. Another strike as the count goes to 1-2, and Cheyenne Daniels will have to work. She singled in her first at-bat, has an RBI ground out after that, but has been 0-3 since then. 1 for 4 officially on the day. 1-2 pitch popped up on the infield. Mari Wade is back, puts it away. Looks both runners back to their bases, and with 2 outs, it's up to Haley Ledbetter. Ledbetter is 0 for 4 officially. He's reached on an error with a pair of RBIs. Trying to keep the hopes of the Lady Cardinals alive on this sunny day in Montpelier, Idaho. Trying to win a game in the district tournament and beat the team that knocked them out last year as a pitch swung on and missed by Ledbetter moves it to 0-1. 2 outs, runners on first and second. Runner on second thanks to an error. Runner on first thanks to a hit. There's a pitch upstairs a bit, misses, and the count goes to 1-1. They're moving to the 9th inning over on the other field. 4-4. Malad still tied with Bear Lake as a ball swung on, fouled off, and the Cardinals see their season come down to its final strike. Ledbetter has put the ball in play every time. Need to do that at least to give yourselves the chance. Cardinals have seen the Pirates make 5 errors, so there's a possibility of one of those even if you put it in play. As this ball popped up on the infield, may be playable. No, Hedworth and Ravston, neither one of them can get there in time, and the count remains at 1-2. Still pitches to play with as Ledbetter continuing to battle at the plate, putting up a great fight. Ledbetter is going to be one of the leaders for next year's team, and a chance to show that leadership here. Steps back into the right-handed box. Pitch from Beckstead. Swung on. That's into left field. It's a high fly ball, but right there and putting it away is Grace Montez. And the Cardinals will threaten, but cannot come back as they fall in this one by a final score of 10-11 to the West Side Pirates, who come back and beat the Cardinals for the 2nd straight time, and the Cardinals season comes to a close. We'll take a break. When we come back, our post-game show and our wrap-up will be next as the Soda Springs Cardinals once again fall to the West Side Pirates, who will take on either the Malad Dragons or the Bear Lake Bears next on KBRV The Co-op and online at mylocalradio.com.
This broadcast of high school sports is being made possible by the Mound Valley Cattle Company in Thatcher, Idaho, serving Utah, Idaho, and Wyoming.
Hi, I'm Todd Hunziker. Most dealers focus on the experience you have just a few moments that you're in their store. At Hunziker Ford, we want to keep you happy forever, and to prove it, we offer warranty forever at no cost to you. So here's the deal. All you have to do is follow the maintenance schedule on virtually anything you buy from us, and the expensive powertrain components are covered forever. That's Todd Hunziker Ford, just east of Lava Hot Springs on Highway 30. It's just that simple.
Imagine a mining company that respects the quality of the environment and health of natural ecosystems. At Monsanto, we don't begin mining unless we can ensure every safeguard is in place to respect the environment. And if they're not, then we don't mine. Simple as that.
That's why we take steps before, during, and after mining to reach our goal of leaving the land even better than we found it. Monsanto. Imagine.
Here's a look at some of your Lalaton's food specials for the week of May 11th through the 17th in Soda Springs. Seedless watermelons are just 29 cents a pound. 1 pound packages of fresh strawberries are at $1.19 each. Willamette Valley tenderloin steaks are $7.99 a pound, and Atlantic salmon fillets are $7.99 a pound. If you're still looking for a gift for Mother's Day, they also can help you there as they have flower arrangements, chocolates, and candy. That's all at Lalaton's in Soda Springs.
This presentation of Caribou County Athletics is being brought to you by Troy Young Plumbing and Heating. Call 208-221-0581 for all your plumbing needs, including new installs and remodels, repairs, furnace installation, and more.
Soda Springs sees their season come to an unfortunate end on the softball field as they fall 11-10 to the Westside Lady Pirates in a tough game that saw them lead all the way through until the bottom of the 6th inning when Westside took advantage of some control issues by Cooper Evans and were able to drive across the final and winning runs thanks to a walk as well as a single by Casty Chug on the infield, which ended up bringing across that final run. Cardinals end up with a 12-hit game on the day. They were led by Taylor Myers, who went 3 for 4 with 3 runs. Also going 3 for 4 with 4 RBIs was Hallie Evans. 2 for 4 was Cheyenne Dominguez with a run scored. Cooper Evans went 2 for 4 with a run as well. And Cheyenne Daniels was 1 for 5 with a run and an RBI. Cardinals just could not get the defense to come alive when they needed it to, as again they got the hits and they actually were able to drive in runs much better than they did last time around, but giving up 9 hits to the Pirates was going to be the downfall of them, despite the Pirates making more errors than the Soda Springs Cardinals on the day. As far as pitching, Cooper Evans went 5 2/3 innings, gave up 8 hits, walked 7, ended up striking out 4 and hit 4 batters as well. Of the 11 runs, all of them are charged to her, but only 7 of them are earned. Hallie Evans came in and worked 1/3 of an inning, giving up a hit and a walk in her time out there on the mound. Brittany Beckstead gets the win. She throws 134 pitches in her 7-inning complete game, gives up the 12 hits, strikes out 6, walks 1, and hit a batter as well, giving up 10 runs. 7 of those runs ended up being earned. We're going to take one more break. When we come back, we will wrap things up and bring you our sports update as we're going to talk with Danny Smith, one of the Cardinal tracksters who has already been able to qualify for state. We'll chat with her next on KBRV The Co-op and online at mylocalradio.com.
Caribou County Athletics are being brought to you by Bear River Head Start, where they are now accepting applications for preschool. Call 435-755-0181 and enroll your 3- or 4-year-old children today.
Let technology make life a little easier and give you peace of mind about your home. With affordable security and smart home options, SilverStar makes it easy to take the first step. Keep an eye on what's important to you and be able to act before an incident becomes an emergency. You're in good hands when you choose SilverStar. We've been bringing cutting-edge technology and star treatment customer service to Eastern Idaho and Western Wyoming for nearly 70 years. Call us today and ask about our starter security and smart home packages.
If you're looking for live local sports, local news, weather, live classifieds, and free photo downloads, search no more. MyLocalRadio.com has what you want. Watch your teams live or browse the tens of thousands of photographs of Wyoming, Utah, and Idaho high school events from speech and drama competitions.
Caleb Burgraff joined with Danny Smith from the Soda Springs track team. And Danny, you are one of the first people to qualify for the state tournament, at least in one of the events that you're going to be running in, and a couple more events to run in today. But first of all, what's it feel like to be a freshman and already be heading off to state in at least one event?
Feels good. I'm excited, but I've had experience from basketball and cross country, so nothing new there.
Is it one of those things where did you feel any pressure at all going into this, or was it something you were pretty laid back and just easy going when you went into your events?
I had some pressure on my back, but today there's less relief, and hopefully I can qualify again.
It sounds like the team overall had some really good events from the boys' side and the girls' side. And what is that like, being on a team that has so many kids that are potentially going to be going to state or already qualifying for state and even the field events?
Creates a good atmosphere, knowing that we're all competitive and that a lot of us take things to heart when we do it.
As far as the team is concerned, the girls are sitting at second place. What do you think it's going to take in a tough district for you guys to be able to push your way through and get a district championship?
Just run the best we can today and hope for the best.
When you think about the district meet, what changes from the district meet, or when you compare the district meet to some of the regular season meets? Is there anything that's different or any extra pressure that's put on during that?
Yeah, there's definitely more pressure just knowing that it's districts and you have to do good or else you're not going to get where you want to be.
It's a 2-day meet. How does that change how you prepare for it, especially when you don't have all of your events on one day? Obviously, with you having to go back and run the mile and the 800 today.
It's definitely a different feeling, but I think it's good to separate it into 2 days. That way you can focus on doing good in that event on that day, and then the next day on those events that day.
When you think about it, how does this help you prepare, especially with the long-distance events that you're running on track? Does this help you at all for cross-country in the future?
Yeah, it definitely helps. It's a different feeling, though, on the track and a trail, but it will help.
What are some of the biggest things that you worked on this year? Where have you seen the improvement in the track and field season from yourself?
Just try and get better each time and get a PR every time I run.
Well, Danny, we appreciate you chatting with us. Good luck as you head back over there again today, and hopefully we'll be seeing you qualify in a few more events.
Thank you.
That was Danny Smith of the Soda Springs Cardinals joining us in our post-game show, and with that wraps it up. I want to thank you for tuning into this edition of Cardinal Athletics on KBRV 800 and online at mylocalradio.com. This broadcast has been brought to you by Monsanto, Silver Star Communications, Hunsaker Ford, and by Cook Brothers Broadcasting. It's been a presentation of Old West Media Incorporated and Cook Brothers Broadcasting, and no portion can be used or rebroadcast without the express written consent of Old West Media. Tonight's executive producer is Val Cook. We'd also like to thank Office Manager Kayleen Anderson and General Photographer Warren Cook. Thanks to all of our fine sponsors and to all of you for tuning in as well and supporting athletics on KBRV. Be sure to visit mylocalradio.com for a recap of this game as well as archived copies of this and other games and photos and recaps of past contests. Until the next time the Cardinals take the field, we will hope that you will be there next season. It also wraps up our broadcast schedule this year. And as for me as well, it is going to be a sad goodbye, but this is my final broadcast doing Cardinal Athletics, and wish it could have ended on a better note. But it has been a joy and a pleasure to be doing Caribou County Athletics, and to all the athletes out there, I want to wish you the best of luck in your seasons coming forward, and I want to hope that the future remains as bright as it looks from the seat that I've been watching from behind home plate, or up in the press box at the football fields, or even in the sidelines of the basketball courts. Thank you, and have a wonderful evening and a wonderful afternoon and week.